It's time to wake up, Woodward. The most listened to Detroit sports morning show is about to start. Start your day with a warm cup of Flannel Sam. Or how about a full cup of Detroit Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah.
Mix in a little JB, and you got yourself the breakfast of champions. Live guests, fan reactions, and updates for your favorite teams. Wake Up Woodward is live now on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
What up, though, people? It's Wake Up Woodward for one more time. It's your boy Brandon Dan, K. Detroit Kool-Aid, your credential Pistons reporter writer for the network. We got Flannel Sam, vet of the squad, vet of this network, man. I've seen this guy do a lot here in a little bit of time, or a long time. It's been, what, 3 years?
Oh, I mean, yeah. No, I've been at the network since December of 2021. Been on.
Wow, even longer.
Yeah, been on this show, two iterations of this show since June of 2023. But I think I can probably share this now that it's official. I am still going to be a fill-in. So you'll be seeing me around on all the shows moving forward. So be prepared. If you usually go to, the 2 to 4 slot to avoid me,
I'll be there.
Are you telling me there's a chance for a reunion?
I mean, I'm sure there'll be lots of reunions.
Hey,
yeah.
If you're there at that 2 to 4 slot, hey, let's just say what up.
Shout out Kool-Aid and Ricky. Speaking
we
of
got
which.
Ricky in the building today,
up?
filling in for KG.
What's
Shout
up,
out to our
man?
brothers, KG, that dude Justin, and Matthew Broder. But we got
Yeah.
Ricky in the building this morning. What up, though, brother?
What up, though, man? It's good to be here nice and early. I have to start off by saying taking your side chick to a concert will forever be wild.
Wait. Hold on. Rewind. Say that one more time. I didn't hear that.
Taking your side chick to a concert will forever be wild.
Diabolical on so many levels.
I've actually seen it. Quick story. I've seen that play out in person.
Oh, really? What?
Drake concert, the Palace, maybe. Wait, it doesn't matter. This is years ago. Me and my wife were walking out, my actual wife. So we're walking out, and we hear this couple behind us arguing back and forth. All of a sudden, she just screams like, how about I call your wife? Want me to call your effing wife? How about I call your wife right now? We just turn like, yo, taking your side chick to Drake concert is wild. The Coldplay's even wilder.
So you see, my man
He broke
said
cardinal,
his actual
he broke
wife.
cardinal
I love
rules.
Sorry, I had to bring that up first.
What up, Willie?
Good morning,
Man,
fellas.
Good morning, Ricky. Shout out to Ricky.
What's happening, man?
Good morning, Willie B. What up, though, man?
Dude, I'm here, and I'll make sure to show you guys, give you your flowers, and especially you, Kool-Aid, and especially Flannel Sam. It's been fun, and KG, shout out to you for teaching me the board operator when I first came in. Because February, I never knew because to be straight up, last year when I was a park attendant when I met you, and we hit off. But I've been following you before then. Everything is, come to place. It just, it meant to happen. And February, you started February. We had me start in February, and I just want to give my flowers to you, Brandon, because you showed genuineness and a very good nature, a good-hearted person. You show that you give people a chance, and you find out the right people to come to you, and you show pure goodwill and a good team play, a good teammate, and a good mentor to me. So I want to give you my flowers and tell you thank you for giving me a chance.
That's what's up.
To make me work for you
Bro,
guys.
I appreciate you guys.
Love it. I love it. Good
man.
positivity start the show.
It's
Yeah.
the people, bro. And Willie B, you've been a great addition to the family, and I'm glad that we still gonna be battery mates here in this booth for the Lions Weekly Update show.
Oh, most definitely.
Shout
We
out.
still there. We still out there with the legends. I never even thought I would sit there to see the sports writer I grew up watching, reading newspapers and learning how to write in high school. I wasn't good at writing, but I read Terry Foster's articles every Sunday, and for Detroit News, and then to see him with Sean Belishan, I used to hear him in 97.1.
Yeah.
I remember I trolled on his radio show one time until I ate some hot wings. I ate some roster wings back at Union Street. That's over at Woodward.
Yeah, I've been there.
That's the hottest wings I ever spiced it. And I called the place, and I hear Sean Belishan with that New York with that 1950s accent. Hey, call the 1950s report. Call the 1950s report. and I can't even breathe. I said, I would say, who want to trade? He said, I can't even breathe because those roster wings got some cayenne pepper and ghost chili powder in the wings, man. He's like, they need to trade Kevin Jones, running back, and hang up. And I hear Sean Belize in his cool manner. That must be his little brother.
And now you here, man.
And I hear with the legends like that, it's been a privilege, man. It's like I never thought about it, but one thing about life, you manifest what you want to do, and you go out there and proceed. And you never know, you have good people.
Talking about good people, just real quick before we get over to Woodward Sports MVP, that's JB Smooth in the TD booth. Flannel Sam, that's what he represented for me for some time, a long time here, man. And even some of the opportunities I got. Shout out to people like Easy, in terms of like some of our homegrown talent, who they gave me opportunities. Yep. Including Flannel Sam and Adam Flannel Sam and Hollywood Ayafredi. Shout out to Jeff. The Pistons conversations. The long conversations in the back, bro, when we were just encouraging each other. Like, there's things, like, I know that people probably saw us doing content together probably 2.5 years after we met, but there was a lot that went down behind the scenes, a lot of conversations, a lot of times when you're wondering and questioning, am I going to hold in, am I not? Hey, you were part of that equation for me, Flannel Sam. I just want to make sure that you understand that, and I let the people know that too, because obviously what we do up here, so we do up here from the desk, but what's going on back there is why I always will call you my brother.
The behind the scenes Woodward is greater than even the show's. I can 100% assure you of that. It's been a Woodward. Let's just say this: when it comes to people they bring in, especially. And obviously, we've got reverence for guys like getting to work with Braylon Edwards, and, Darren McCarty, Sean Belizian, Terry Foster, Neil Rule, guys like that, Ryan Ermanni, titans of the industry, Tom Mazaway. But it's like the young, hungry MFers like myself and Kool-Aid, and of course guys like Willie and JB and Jeff Iafredi, Lucas, Ryan and Brady, like. They don't miss. Woodward does not miss with those hires. Never. They're undefeated, never lost.
Never lost.
Woodward Sports MVP in the TD booth. Probably
Yoda.
One of the fewest things that changes. If you want to count on one thing at Woodward, it's gonna be JB Smooth in that TD booth. What up, though, brother?
Man, talk about consistency. Damn, bro. Dude, you guys have said a lot. I mean, obviously, I'm going to give you guys your flowers every single time I get the opportunity to, be on camera. So shout out to you, Flannel Sam, for, you were my first person to sit here and actually teach me the audio booth. So, like, that, all praises go to you, because otherwise, if that didn't go well, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. So
you already know the story. Hey, that's probably my number one. Maybe him and Spenny are sitting at my number one, number two stories of all time, man. Spenny when he stood up for your boy, and then when this guy just walked in, and it's Ian, he runs a tight ship, and he just walked in, and I finally got the phones right. They was on my head, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan was on my head.
That's the show I started on.
He didn't care. He walked in, the show was going on. They looking at him like, what? I'm looking at him, too, like, he looks mad. He just daps me up and then hugs me, bro. He was so pumped up that I actually got the phones working right.
Gotcha.
He was like, bro, I've been there, I've done that, and it was a tight ship, but it was just a support. He helped a lot of us that started off there, man. I feel you, JB.
Many a day where there were issues with me and the phone back when I was a sound guy on the bottom line, where I got the wrath of shout out to them, great guys, great people to work with. The guys like Ryan Ermanni and Tom Mazaway, not people you want the wrath of, but you learn by fire. Eventually, we all got it going. Like. Who in this room?
I got better because of that show.
Four out of the 5 people in this room have done extensive sound work on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Burns still on the newest iteration of the show. Yeah.
KG too.
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah.
Dang.
And JP, you know what's funny?
What's up?
It's odd that I ever taught you anything behind the scenes wise. You were better than me in like a week.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like JV's become like the Yoda of Woodward.
There you go.
Sports.
The student has become the master.
Yeah. I'll throw it back over to you, JB, so you can finish your thoughts, bro.
No, I was just saying, I mean, Flannel, without you, showing me the ropes here, like, I wouldn't be in this desk right now and in this seat, continuing on doing all the morning shows and everything. So I just got to give you your praise, and also you as well, Kool-Aid, for, you know, inspiring me to kind of step out beyond the computers and beyond the boards over here to actually be a face in front of the camera, just challenging me more to do more. So I got to give you your praises. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm doing on the side as well, too. You give me that confidence, man. So I appreciate you with everything you do and everything you do moving forward. Just keep me in mind and know that I am your biggest fan as well, too, man.
I appreciate you guys. And just, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I'm a man of faith, and I do try and follow in some footsteps that encourage. So I reflect all, you know, credit back to him, but it is gratefully appreciated, man. It's the stuff that spurs me. You guys know when I got into this, the people that were the closest to me, you were one of those people, Flannel and JB Smooth, kind of early in this journey, and Jeff and others, Stick and Joe. I said, look, it's about the people. I know that what we were about to experience here was going to be a lot of ups and downs and some turbulence. Ricky, you know about this industry as well.
Yeah, man.
So I knew if it's not about the people, I'm not going to last. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's about the people. So you guys, man, mean the world to me, and it's been awesome to hear your thoughts, man, this morning. And it's cool that in some way, shape, or form we continue on, and who knows how the dial may turn.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? And because, Ricky, I don't do really any shows with you, I can assure you, even though I might have been a little irritable this morning because of the Reed situation, but that's all well and good. I promise you that this is not a sad day for me. So do not, as I've said to the audience and to everybody, do not weep for me, for I am okay.
Nice. Shakespeare.
I still will. I like hosting with this dude.
Well,
Always.
He don't understand how huge, dog. I don't do this stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone knows he's like, what? Brandon is like in front of stuff, like in front of the camera doing. I don't do this stuff. Yeah. And it was a specific set of shows, and it was one last show where he came to me. He said, "You know what, Kool-Aid? I just want to let you know, like with all of this stuff that's been going down, this was my favorite show that I've hosted with all of these different calls."
That was a stretch of time.
He doesn't understand. I could even call Queen Cool. I was like, bro, what the freaking Flannel, dog? He just gave me the stamp.
That was
I didn't know what was ahead for me, but that was huge for me. Like I'm just being real with you, so encourage.
No, and for the record, when I say what I say, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to miss doing this. It's more of I'm choosing to be grateful for even getting the time that I had. This is not an easy business to break into.
No.
Some would even say, and I'll even say this, that the circumstances in which I got this position were not ideal, and I never wanted to replace said person, a.k.a. Adam Baydoun. But you know what? You get the opportunities when you can get them, and I've worked with great people. And like I said, this is not the end for me at Woodward. I'll still be filling in on some shows. And I'll tell you what, some of the most fun I've ever had on the network is just going on shows and being like that sniper. We can just come in for a day and get your shit off and then leave. You don't have to be accountable for
Did you guys
anything.
just hear him say the name Neil? Did y'all hear that? Yo, shout out, man. And you know what? I'm seeing all of the appreciation and the support from the chat family too.
We also got a super chat as
what
well.
up, though, with Detroit Gunny?
Oh, yeah, we got
happy birthday to you, man.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Thanks for
what
being
up-
here
what
on
up,
your
though? Be
birthday.
up early.
For supporting us. And I see the love and the support there too. And what's that super chat we got, JB Smooth?
Yep. Thank you for everyone sending in super chats. First one from Dante151, sitting in 1999. He said, so Pistons Summer League game yesterday, and Tate Ratledge is finally a Lion through and through. Also, I'm going to miss this crew, and how Flannel Sam said, boom, I win, you lose. One of the best drops ever to be created.
Was that the same? Did I say that at that same golf outing where I basically fought Terry Foster and Stick for an hour and a half?
yeah.
It probably was.
We toss your headphones.
Oh yeah, that actually, I almost had to drive straight to the hospital afterwards. Afterwards, it was like that feeling where you get off air, and I think we've all had this before, where your nerves are just shot and you're just got this intense feeling like you're actually gonna pass out. That was that day. That wasn't the only day, but that was the one that I remember.
Talking about passing out, I remember KG. You had that one time on air, and I wish I could have gotten over, and you passed out. And I remember we were trying to talk about
I
it.
did pass
You
out.
came back. The people were trying to be at your head, and KG was like, no, ain't no way y'all doing this. My man, mother effing passed out on air for y'all, dog. And I was like, you know what? That's some real stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
That's
you.
some
real
real
dedication.
stuff, dog.
Oh yeah, that actually did happen. 'Cause I actually did pass out. I was close that
heart,
one day, and
dog.
actually did.
My heart
It's
was going.
it's funny now because I was okay in like 5 minutes, but I'm sure
Yeah,
seeing
iron
it,
We
low
all
or
were
something?
scared.
What's
Is your-
up?
Is your iron low or something?
I don't know what happened that day. It just it
might
was a
wanna-
one-time
Gives us
thing.
all-
You might want to get
gives us
that
all.
checked out.
Yeah.
The good news is it's been Broder was still on the show, so it's
Yeah.
been a while.
It's been a minute.
And a shout out Ed O'Neill. Flag is at half-mast this AM.
Man,
Oh,
word
like
to Ed O'Neill, man. Shout out to you. Let's take a quick one, and then we'll jump into NFL.
Yes.
Some news.
the
Some
football.
news. What are we ad-libbing?
We got Mad Packs.
We got Mad Packs. Give me 1 second here. Got to switch the camera
Our ad
back
read
over.
folder got rated.
Yeah, our ad read folder
Not
got rated,
today.
so sorry. Apologize. So some of these are going to be off the top of the dome. But Mad Packs, JB here to talk to you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they partner with us here at Woodward Sports. They've already launched their new products back out in May. They are available at select retailers near you. You got the high-low, getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. Kool-Aid's favorite, of course, that Boom Shakalaka. Boom Shakalaka, the live resin infused tarantula. That one is a bomb. Blizzard Packs, THC moon rocks that hit like a blizzard. Stay tapped in with us here at Woodward Sports for more updates and more products to come.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Les Stanford Buick and GMC has great offers for everyone. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $599 a month plus tax, or try out the 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $699 a month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation lease special for only $169 a month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick and GMC for all lease specials. Go to lesstanford.com.
I love how you had your read though.
I got a couple of mine, but I'm not kidding when I say our read folder was. There were like 6 total
Yeah,
in there.
I gotta
Yeah.
follow us on socials,
And
but
we
the other
didn't do
ones,
that one, do
Yeah,
we?
Dr. Pierce. Ben
they're always
Johnson,
like that. Even all this, they're
Lady
always like
James.
that.
I will probably have to find the Braylon Edwards read. He would never forgive me if I messed that one up.
Uh-oh.
Nah, 2 to 4 Braylon Edwards show with Matt Shep. And
We'll find it. We'll find
in
it.
the best booths like of all time, right?
Yeah.
Shout out
Hey,
to
there you
Ricky
go.
Kool-Aid. Hey,
Just Matt
No, I'm just
Shepard.
playing.
Later was a Matt Shepard, but that booth though. That's what it's gonna
shout
be.
out, no, shout out to Matt Shepard too. Awesome
love
person,
that.
man. Awesome person. But Alex Anzalone signs for 3 years, 123. No, I'm just playing.
Okay,
TJ
yeah.
Watt.
What? Wait a minute.
TJ Watt signs.
Oh, if
3
that
years,
actually happened, I'd be pissed.
Oh,
Even if Alex only being here for $41 million a year. But go on.
3 years, $123 million deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is probably the worst kept secret in all of the NFL. We all knew that he was eventually going to wind up back there, even though he ignited a little bit of something when he talked about, if I could dream a little bit, if it wasn't here, maybe the Lions. And I know that, our social team, to the chagrin of, not to the likings of one Mr. Flannel Sam, you know what we did with that, man. And the quote went out there, and for just a little bit, people had their fever dream. But ultimately, he goes back to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they made him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history, man.
Yeah, them $40 million a year contracts for edge rushers. His AAV passes Myles Garrett's, who signed a 4-year, $160 million early in the offseason by exactly $1 million. And I'll tell you what, just a side note before we dive into it and what it could mean for a Hutchinson extension. The Raiders, even though they're not a smart organization, they're looking pretty smart now for locking up Max Crosby through 2029 for only $35.5 million a year. And the 49ers, even though they have to do a little bit of a retooling, had a down year last year. We'll see how they bounce back with guys coming back. Nick Bosa is locked up through 2028 at $34 million a year. That's looks like a pretty nice bargain now, like how we look at how for example, the Goff and Amon-Ra contracts have aged. It's the same thing with the Crosby and Bosa contract, and I have a feeling that Aiden's won't be $35 million. It'll probably be at least $42 million a year. So, yeah, his agent and him were very, very happy that Watt got his deal.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure, man. That's a pretty penny, and that agent he's cashing his own checks this morning too, like agent fees to the bank. Yes, and hey, why not? When you got an agent like that, that's probably the best bill that you love cutting a check for, man.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, man, you got me $40 million.
Yeah, you can take
bro,
four. You can take four.
Hey, here's your regular fee. You got kids, man.
Right.
It's like, hey,
what school they go to?
Lady out.
Get them a better school here.
Get him a better school.
Wait,
Get
they
him a
already got
better school.
Cranbrook?
Cranbrook. What's that?
Something.
Where is that at? I don't know where that is at.
That's a lot of money. And just in contrast, you see the way that Brad Holmes is moving. He's locking up his own homegrown guy. So I don't have a problem with this. I think that this is where you're going to see the Lions approaching, setting the market. We just saw Kirby what? He set the market for the safeties. And so I do believe that that's the recipe for success when you are getting your cornerstones within your franchise.
Yeah, and the thing that's interesting to me, shout out J.J. Watt. I swear if this guy even lets me begin to reach for my wallet at dinner, yeah.
Right, that's funny.
See? We was just talking about
Yeah,
that.
J.J. Watt's probably like, I never got a contract like that, even though if contracts would have been inflated during J.J. Watt's time, he would have been at the time.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean, T.J. Watt might end up being a better player all time because I'm thinking he might have more longevity, but prime J.J. Watt was special. Mm-hmm. I know we're all old enough to remember in this room, but some of the like young guys in this building, like the Justins of the world, they might remember a little bit, but prime J.J. Watt was maybe the best player in football for a couple of years.
Something tells me Justin watched some film, though.
That's true.
No, J.J. Watt and Jared Allen were two players who I respected, and I absolutely hated them, especially Jared Allen.
Yeah. Thank you. That mixing bowl. I hate it so bad.
It was because he would work us too.
I know.
He would work us, but
I hated the celebration. I hated that.
I hated that so much.
J.J. Watt,
it.
man,
I
them dudes
hated
are I agree with you on that one, man.
Yeah, but it's funny to me. I mean, not funny, but just interesting that Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt, if this is the market for edge rushers, they have certainly earned their contracts. And I don't think that either of them are going to fall off. Like, for example, Garrett's under contract for 4 more years or through 2030. Actually, longer than that. It's an extension, but he's under contract through a 2030. Watt through a 2028. I think that they're both going to be still great players through the end of their contract. Maybe Garrett will fall off a little bit in 2029 or 2030, but he's such a physical specimen that who knows. Aiden, you can argue that by his body of work, even though I'm the biggest Aiden Hutchinson stan probably in the world, he's my favorite athlete, you could still argue that, I don't know, Has he necessarily earned a $41 million a year contract? You could argue no. However, contracts are for what you think they are going to do. And if you ask me right now, in the next, let's say, 5 seasons, who has the most production of the three, I would go Aiden Hutchinson. I think all of his best ball is in front of him. And how old is he? He's going to be 25 in August. Man, this guy could be wrecking the league for 8 more years, and I expect him to.
Question for you.
Yes.
Do you think he's going to reset that market?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. 100%. 100%. Just because of what he can do and what we expect him to do. Like I said, he still hasn't had that full season domination where you're talking about him as Defensive Player of the Year. He was about to, I think, but obviously injuries betrayed him. And obviously, I have a ton of respect for what he did in the 2023 season. But last year was supposed to be, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but it's, last day of WUW, why not? Last year was supposed to be his magnum opus, his masterpiece. And unfortunately, injuries betrayed him. Hopefully this year, though, he can get back on that track and be a guy who we look at as potentially Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's going to get a crack at least 3 to 5 of them things.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, shout out to intern Noah just walking into the building. But when you look at this thing, I do believe you're going to see a couple of different players on the Lions setting the market just like this. When you're talking about T.J. Watt, and then when you're looking at just the edge position in particular, I expect Aiden Hutchinson after maybe about the first couple weeks, first couple games. You experience getting that game action, taking those first kind of hits from the in the trenches against the offensive line and such, and getting into the backfield and maybe over pursuing it and realizing, my leg is all right. Yeah. I think after he gets that down mentally, and that's one of the things Dr. Pierce says he's going to have to overcome, and he does believe that the type of guy he is, the attitude that he carries, the type of human that Aiden Hutchinson has shown himself to be, that he's not going to be down too long mentally. As soon as he gets out there and gets in the game action, he does expect him to hit the ground running, and I expect Aiden Hutchinson to be Aiden Hutchinson. It's all that we know. We've seen other players come back from injuries and get right. I expect him to not just get right, but to still be that guy that we saw go out last year and was on a historic pace, in my opinion. I thought he was going to set the league on fire. That's why I always chuckle whenever we talk about Aiden Hutchinson and we think about at that trade deadline, at the halfway point, when they were giving out their half-point Defensive Player of the Years, and he was still like top 5 in sacks.
Right.
He was still up there for a long time.
That was crazy, bro.
And I guess the question is, and we don't know the answer, time will tell, do the Lions get this done soon, or do they wait for him to get a couple games under his belt? Because if Aiden Hutchinson comes out, let's just say, either against the Packers or against the Bears and puts up like 2 sacks and is wreaking havoc all game, I mean, it'll obviously show everybody that he's like back. But I think everybody expects him to be back already. It was a clean break. It wasn't anything like ligament tear or anything that you think is going to linger for a long time. If you were told right now, 5-year, $42 million a year extension, how would you feel about that? Because I would take it right now.
5 years. You said $42 million.
$42 million a year
For Aiden Hutchinson?
Yeah.
Hey,
if they did that right now, I'd be like, great. That's probably what it's going to take right now.
I feel like if he plays out this season, it's going to be more.
Right.
Which is why maybe you should just do it now.
Why you get it done now.
I mean, because you're talking about another year and what you're going to get. Whether he's going to perform. But you're also going to get this compounded with that announcement of what? Oh, wow, the NFL found more money. The cap is going up again.
Yeah.
Once that happens, Aiden Hutchinson is going to be able to say, well, I think I'm entitled to
50.
my percentage of the cap. If the cap space goes up, then that dollar amount goes up. And I do believe he's going to earn at least the 42. That 42 next year got inflation. Get it done this year.
All of his best football is in front of him. All of it. He is 25 years old. I believe Garrett and Watt are both in their early 30s or a late 20s. I'll fact check that in a second. It could end up, we could be looking at like a 5-year, $42 million potential contract as a steal. It sounds absurd right now. Who would have even thought, I don't know, a year ago, $40 million a year contracts for edge rushers? Well, the market's been set. It is what it is. The Cowboys are going to deal with the exact same thing with one Mr. Micah Parsons. But unlike the Lions, they don't have as smart of a front office. I think that's a clear, and I don't think that they have as much around Parsons. So,
and one more thing though, think about this. It's not just that they don't have that much around them. And it's not just that the front office isn't that smart, but isn't it easier giving and handing out these contracts when you know, though, your team is a Super Bowl contender?
Yes.
That's way different, because when Kirby got that money, we were like, yay! But think about if we were going nowhere fast. We'd be like, whoa, wait. And so I believe when you look at what Brad's doing, yes, that front office has been very, very smart at identifying all this talent that's setting the market, and Aiden will set the market. I'm just putting that on wax on our last show today. He's going to set that market at edge. He's going to get a higher AAV than TJ Watt, and I believe he's going to earn that on the field this year too. So they've done what they've had to do, and it just makes it that much easier a pill to swallow when you see these things. And you know, when we're sweating bullets about what's up with Enzo and things like that, sometimes there are casualties. We don't know quite if Enzo's going to be that, but we know that there are going to be some casualties out there. It was crazy to see, you know, Carlton Davis go out there and talk about, y'all want to be here, Dan Campbell is the man, but casualties, man.
Yeah. He went where the money's at. The Lions, I don't think we're going to pay him what the Patriots did.
But it's because of how smart Brian Holmes has been, and to back up your point, in ways that I don't know quite that the Dallas Cowboys have been.
No, and with the Cowboys, they're kind of, I don't want to say that they're effed, but, I mean, I guess you can say that. They have to do this with Micah Parsons. What would they be without him? They could end up being in like a full-blown rebuild, and I don't know if they necessarily want to do that. But with him, given what's around, not because of Micah Parsons, given the entire infrastructure of the Cowboys, we expect their ceiling to be something like 11, 12 wins and a first-round exit. Obviously, things can happen, and if the Cowboys get in the dance, theoretically they could make a run, but it hasn't happened since before people who work here were born, literally. Like prominent people who aren't 12 were born, like Justin, for example. Was Chase born? I think before Chase was born. Chase isn't young. I mean, he's younger than me, but he's like late-ish 20s.
Yeah, I was going to say, he was on one of the more mature youths that we got here, man. Shout out to Chase, man. But Weezy D313
Weezy D313 is doing
you see
what
him,
Weezy
right?
does.
You see him, right?
While he like worships his Marcus Davenport mantle. Trade Hutch, right?
Yes, he said,
hey!
I still don't understand why we don't have the leverage and why Hutch isn't taking a discount. He costed us a Super Bowl.
Oh, he did.
You can get at least 3 first rounders.
He broke his leg.
Oh, blame
What did
him.
Marcus Davenport do last year, big dog? What did Marcus Davenport do last year?
He did shit.
He did nothing. I was more impactful on last year's Lions team than your boyfriend, your idol, Marcus Big Dav. Big Dav, that's your name for him. Damn it, Weezy, you got me today. On my last day.
Your sweet meat.
What was that on? What was that? I think I remember this on Skip Bayless's last day on First Take. Skip was still like talking about LeBron, and then Stephen A. Smith was like, on your last day?
Oh yes, bring the bat out.
Oh, God. Because I'm fired up, Willie.
Always.
Fired up, man. Gotta have the bat, man.
Got it.
Hey, shout out to Greg 2025, Greg. I love this. Hey, I shout out to the Shaquille Oatmeal. He says, bro, I am going to miss these. Jonathan Lord, he was keeping time. 33 minutes in, Flannel Sam.
Thank you.
And all right, we've got.
I hope Weezy is like somewhere smiling right now.
Oh, I'm sure he is. We've got a couple of super chats. I want to make sure we get to them because one of them is from somebody who I didn't expect, but we'll take a minute. Let's start with a Michael Weary because this is a very nice one. I just want to thank you guys for making our mornings fun and bright. May God continue to bless and keep you in your journey. Thank you, Michael Weary.
Hey, thank you, Michael Weary. Shout out.
And Michael Weary as well. Everyone wish Gunny a happy birthday. Yes.
Happy birthday.
We mentioned it before.
Birthday,
he volunteered it in the chat. He's 49.
Hey, that's
It's a blast to be.
If you wanted to, If you wanted to keep your age a secret, we would have done it, but you made that. But men usually don't care about that. I'm 33, by the way.
I'm 40. I'm older than all of y'all guys in the room.
Unc Willie. All right, and Shad, as a vet Shad member, Sam's crash outs will be severely missed, as it was a key factor in making my day brighter. You'll always be the easiest rage bait I've ever done, so thank you for falling for it every time. Damn it, Shad, you're
He got you again.
Shad, I mean this with affection today. You're a bastard, man. You just know
With affection.
no, but. Guys, there's a very good chance that moving forward, I'll do a show or two at least with Neil Rule. So the crash outs aren't going anywhere. And I'm not predicting anything. It's just, you know how it is. There's veterans in the industry who have families, who have long careers, deserve vacations, and we'll take them. And we know D-Max got his he's doing a lot of things. And Terry Foster, shout out to him for taking over the Monday through to and a Friday spot. You know, he's the same thing. He's got kids who are grown now, and obviously a great life that he's built for himself, and he's going to enjoy the fruits of it from time to time. And hopefully I'll be the one that they call to keep Neil Rule in check a little bit from time to time.
Oh, and boots on the ground is still a thing. Being out at the different events are still a thing. Opening day is going to be Lions. Look, if the time is permitting, hey, it's still a thing.
Ooh, and this is Dante151. Would you accept 4 at 180 for Hutchinson, 145 guaranteed? Would you think the Lions do this type of deal? I would like to think so. They don't have to deal with everything else that's coming up in the league. 4 at 140. That's a $45 million.
I'm okay with the
AAV.
145 guaranteed. Do we know what TJ got guaranteed?
I'd have to look that up really quick. But TJ is also quite a bit older than Hutch. Yeah. So this would take him to, what, his year 29 or 30 season? Let me just say this. I'm not pounding the table for any specific contract, but if you were to tell me that that's what they gave him, if I happen to be doing a show the next day, I'll be like, cool. He's a special talent. He's a special player. I think when it's all said and done, when, not if, the Lions hoist the Super Bowl trophy, I think you're going to be looking at Aiden Hutchinson as the number one reason why. There's going to be a ton of reasons why, because they have a great players and obviously a great coach, staff, front office, et cetera, et cetera. But the biggest piece, I think, will be Aiden Hutchinson.
That's $108 million guaranteed
for TJ.
Yep.
Yeah, but TJ's was
a little older.
TJ's was 3 years though. For 123. So the vast majority of it was guaranteed.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's you said let me see, same. That'd be the same annual guarantee, $36 million a year, effectively.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that contract at all.
I wouldn't be mad at it either.
Yeah,
that's 5 picks for me. Pick. Oh, definitely.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And sheesh, I just saw something else that popped up, and I just lost it. Where to go? But you talked about Hutch being, in your opinion, if we hoist the Super Bowl, the number one player, the number one reason why.
Yeah,
like the top of many. Yeah. I will tell you this: before this year, I might have disagreed with you if he would have played the full season, but seeing that in combination with what the Eagles were able to do, it does change my perspective so much more. Not that he wasn't important, but on just what the level of importance is. And I do wonder how others out there feel. We're sitting here right now clamoring for another edge rusher to be a bookend because we know how important pressures are. But do we really know how important Aiden Hutchinson is? I believe this is that season. Not just the hype off of what he did last year, because I still see some people in there say, oh, yeah, we got like 4 or 6 in one game. And it's just like, oh, my gosh. Do you guys understand some of the – so even if we wanted to use that, do you understand some of the teams that he had ahead of him? That he was going to be able to go on lunch just the same way? And if it's that easy, how come everybody else in the league of some high value wasn't lunching at the rate that he was?
Oh, the people who were like backup tackles and whatnot. And here's the thing. I'm not going to do the whole he would have finished the season with 25.5 sacks routine, because that would be breaking the sack record by 3. I don't think that was going to happen, but we've talked about it before, and I hate to repeat myself, but I don't think I've mentioned this in a while, so I'll just mention it now. What you're talking about is he didn't get to face the Bears at all. Caleb Williams was by far the most sacked quarterback in the NFL last year.
He had another chance to go get another 4-sack game.
Absolutely. I would say, if you asked me how many sacks he would have gotten in those two if he'd have been healthy, I probably would have. I would have put the over/under at 3.5, and I might have taken the over. C.J. Stroud was the second most sacked quarterback in the NFL last year. You know, his offensive line was very leaky at times, to put it nicely.
Wow.
I've never heard offensive line is leaky.
Yes.
That made me feel
That was
weird.
a terrible choice of words. I felt under pressure, but
As I was drinking my water.
Yep.
Creepy.
My bad.
Damn.
I guess
X-ray up in here.
I guess I shouldn't be counted on under pressure too much. But my point is that
With the pressure that bust that pipe.
that's fair. And yeah, pressure busted the pipe for me that time. Speaking of, I'm gonna shut up now. Anywho, C.J. Stroud was the second most sacked quarterback in the NFL. If you'd have asked me in that game what the over/under would be for Hutch, I would have probably said 1.5, and I might have taken the over. You talk about the Jacksonville game. They were just a terrible team, and Trevor Lawrence wasn't even playing. You talk about the Colts game with very wild, reckless abandon, not really much of a quarterback, Anthony Richardson. I do think that Aiden would have won Defensive Player of the Year. I can't prove it. I'm not going to give him his hypothetical trophy and act like it means anything, but those five, I'll always remember those 5 games. The Vince McMahon meme or whatever, it was special.
Yeah, it was special. Hey, Voice of Reason, talk to me about it, though. I expect something special out of Aiden Hutchinson. The run that we saw last year, not a flash in the pan, but something that's proving more or less the steps that he's taken in his career. There were certain things that we wanted to see that out of his pursuit at the quarterback. There was certain aspects of over pursuit, but what I saw in those games was somebody who was much more under control getting to the quarterback. And he did a great job at it, obviously, at a pace that I thought was going to set the league on fire, bro, if it continued. But what are you expecting, man?
I mean, I expect him to continue on his pursuit that he's been doing as well. He's started out great, and then obviously the injury wasn't so great for him, as, you know, it left us all hurting and wanting a lot more with this defensive line. But now that he's had some time off, I'm sure he's looked at film. I'm sure he studied a lot more from everyone else around the league as well, too. And you've seen countless videos of him sitting here practicing, getting better, trying to gain that speed even more. So I think he's just going to hit the ground running. I know we don't want to put so much pressure on him, but I think he is putting the pressure on himself to be better this season as well, too. I mean, hell, you even saw him out there on the practice field practicing with a do-rag. The man's got a do-rag on.
Okay,
he's ready for games.
That was proven that it wasn't.
He's ready for games, yo.
I'm glad it wasn't. I was so happy.
What up,
God.
Bro, what would you have done if it was for the do-rag, man?
I don't know. I would just been angry. Nothing.
That's one of those times you watch him play in the future.
Because I'm a delusional Lions fan. Absolutely nothing. Still cheering for the team.
But you watch him play.
You got me. You're right. You
No,
got me.
I was gonna say though, but I'll be sitting there like, I'll still be cheering for him, but I'll be doing it all begrudging.
Yeah,
like,
and to be fair, I hate when
do-rag.
anyone wears a do-rag out in public. It's not 2003. Take it off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to bring back the backwards
You gotta
jerseys
use
and
it for
everything.
ways. Soon you get that, get your do-rag in the morning, you sleeping that bitch at night. So that case, take the do-rag out of the way.
Yeah, no, man,
That's
my
how
mom
you do
wouldn't
it.
let me
But
go out with
don't
it.
wear it like it's
Don't-
2003.
Yeah,
That's
Ali G, like your Ali G back in the day.
Yeah.
I would try when I was younger.
That's tacky as hell, bro.
Right. Same goes for bonnets. Let's just throw that in there.
I would
Throw
try
that
when I was
away.
younger, and then I got hit to rolling up the back and then put
Yep,
your hat
and then
over
tie-
and start
yeah,
out.
yeah,
My
yep.
mom will always know.
I'm just saying, what if we see him step out on Ford Field with some waves? What if Aiden Hutchinson?
I just climb, man.
I'd be angry, but I'm still gonna cheer for my team, bro, because I'm delusional.
You know what I love about today's lineup
couldn't
too,
even
and
imagine
obviously I love every lineup that I've worked with. We actually all remember 2003. We're
Right.
kind of
Graduate high
the,
school.
and I get it. There's like the veteran shows like Edwards and Shep, and of course Neil, D-Mac, and Terry Foster. But today we're like the in between.
The millennial show.
Yeah, we're perfect.
much.
The
Millennial
millennials. Like
Pretty much.
Like D-Mac will call me a whippersnapper, but Justin will call me Unk. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
You guys know exactly what I'm
Right.
talking about. So we remember 2003. I was 11 going on 12, but those were some
11?
interesting times.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school.
Yes, so
That's
yeah.
wild.
Damn.
Good times.
Oh man,
Yeah, actually, Willie, with all due respect, I don't think anybody in here is calling you a whippersnapper, but that's okay because you have that like unk energy that I don't have.
Thank you.
And I mean that as a very sincere compliment.
I appreciate
Wise.
that.
Seems wise.
Yes, yes.
and you got some compliments on that shirt today, man. Shout out to Willie B, man.
No, it's fire.
We got a couple more items of note as it relates to the Detroit Lions and the trenches, bro.
We do. I'll clean up the super chats because they're thank you guys. They're coming. They're coming quick today. Pause. Yes. What did a Maz say that?
Going bang bang bang.
Big musket energy, boy.
That's a hit right there, boy.
Yes, it is.
Go bang
You
bang
might have to
bang.
send me that too, JB. So whenever I do streams with Flannel, I gotta use that.
All right.
Hey, first off, Shad216, Hutch MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Comeback Award loading. I'll tell you what. The prerequisite, I think, for Hutch winning MVP is to break the sack record. There is precedent, though. I believe Lawrence Taylor won it back in the mid-'80s. I know Maz would confirm that. It's not
He's gonna
unprecedented.
be on a mission, bro.
I don't see MVP, but Defensive Player of the Year and a comeback. I'm not saying I expect it like that or bust, but I expect him to, at worst, be like top 3 to 5 in voting for Defensive Player of the Year. And Comeback Player of the Year, I mean, the reality is that if you get hurt, you become a prime candidate for that. Did you guys know that Joe Burrow now has 2 of them things, which is an awesome accomplishment, but it also means he's gotten hurt a couple of times, and that's part of his story as well.
I've also heard that J.J. McCarthy is a very good candidate for Comeback Player of the Year, someone you will probably be excited about.
Can you come back from not playing your rookie year? I don't know.
He's a red shirt rookie.
Hey, this could be like his Ben Simmons.
Oh, it's Ben Simmons.
Ben
year.
Simmons
His Chet Holmgren. I get
Yeah,
that.
because remember, I remember the days where I was a Ben Simmons fan.
Yeah.
And then that series against Atlanta happened when I was a biggest Trae Young hater and I wanted to like throw the TV because Ben Simmons didn't take a layup. Okay, anyway.
You know what?
He didn't know how to do layups.
I was just about to read this from DSCENT, and it's so appropriate after that comment. He said, Sam don't got unk energy. It's almost that get off my lawn, grandpa energy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, that's 100% fair. I am a 33-year-old, 70-year-old. Anywho.
Get my property.
Greg,
You little fuck.
All meats, no sides, bro.
all meets no sides. Get rid of the pitch clock. Get rid of the ghost. All that.
All meats, no sides.
Greg 2025. Shout out Tabitha on her wedding tomorrow. Hey, congratulations.
Hey.
Wow.
We've got
Congratulations.
3 married men in this room, I believe. And I think we can all say that was one of the best days of my life. You'd probably agree as well, Ricky.
Yeah.
I love my wife.
So Tabitha, I know you've been talking about it. I know
that
you've mentioned it before, and congratulations to you. And man, when you're planning it, sometimes it feels like forever, but then when it gets there, it gets there. But you will enjoy it. Everybody.
And what he
sucks.
means
Just say
by when we're planning it is when they're planning it, and we're probably not giving
that's
them
the worst
support
part.
they think we're supposed to.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Tell everybody the best day of marriage is the day after the wedding, man. Woo, that's the best day.
Day after wedding, all right.
It's such a
I
tight
try not to get in
thing.
trouble,
Yeah.
bro. Stop. Get off me.
No, I'm saying, planning the wedding was the worst, bro. The wedding was great.
I'm not saying
Planning
you're not wrong. I'm just trying not to get in trouble.
invitations,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Thank you.
Invitations
You got it
were
That's
tight.
all my element. I'm not married, so.
And you know, Willie, if that's your path moving forward, I hope you enjoy it. If you do find a special lady,
That depends.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Hold on, dog. Look at the smile. That's what got me.
What's
Did
this
you hear him?
diabolical smile you
like,
got
I'm
over here,
married.
man?
And then it was the diabolical smile.
Yeah,
Willie.
It depends. It depends. It depends on which special one lady and one that comes in my life. You know what I mean? If they not, $50 to $100. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm just joking. Just.
Oh, the 40 ball went up already? Wow.
It got to.
Inflation is crazy.
Hey man.
We used to be a good country.
This good, man. Back
What
then,
happened to
it
this
used to be
country?
more, man. Now the values went down and shit.
Let me make sure people know, Willie. You do comedic sketches and stuff.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Just plug that real quick, bro. Just
Okay.
for the people, man.
Okay, I'm just playing.
No, not just playing. I'm saying plug your stuff because you're funny as heck.
OG Dexter Cornbread at Instagram, and when it comes to Twitter, OG Dexter, because I'm from an area in Detroit called Dexter Joe Road, which is the red zone back in the day. So that and Instagram Creative World Films for my Scout Report content. I do a lot of Scout Report content and a little bit of comedy sketches, a little bit in between. OG Dexter Cornbread, if you want some extreme content, okay, you go to that site. But you want basketball reference and scout reports, because I do look out for the JUCO scene in Michigan. Go to Creative World Films. You want some scouting reports, some stories. Yeah. I post stories of my JUCO recording games the last 15 years. Oh, wow. I'm still recording JUCO scenes, and that's the best basketball you can see. Because I record for a junior college teams for 14 years, and I've seen players coming from nothing to NAIA players to D1 players. It depends on the program.
Players all over the world.
Yep. So I've been in the scene for a long time, and it ain't my first rodeo.
That's what's up. That's actually how we linked up, man. When I was coming from college sports and everything, I played in D2 NCAA, but JUCO, a lot of my college teammates were JUCOs, and I was looking at your content. I was like, oh, that's how we actually connected.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably a decade ago.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Willie B. But
one more super chat, and then
yes,
we can get to break because we want to answer all of them. Oh, they're playing In the Name of Love and Lady Jane's right now. So good, yeah. So good.
Let's go.
I was DJing the other day, got a request for Swedish House Mafia, and I was so happy.
Hey,
let's go.
So happy.
This was a good time, guys.
Yeah.
When those artists were the most popular.
Yeah. Shout out to Woody's.
Yes. Hey,
Jodeci.
Cortez Whitlow, $2 super chat. Are the Woodward Sports changes performance based? I'll tell you what. I can't control what I can't control. All I can say is that, first off, I'm not exactly sure. Second off, all I can say is that I left everything out on the mic, so to speak. That's a weird phraseology, but you know what I mean. Have no regrets whatsoever. Zero. And gave it everything I had, no matter who I was with. That's why probably my number one feeling today is senioritis. I'm just tired. Not saying I'm not looking forward to my next chapter in a staying here, but once the writing was on the wall, I got very little left. I'm gonna need to take like a week, maybe to like go on like an Aaron Rodgers retreat or something, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's so real, bro, because that is the process. We know behind the scenes that we all put into this, man. There's a lot of energy, a lot of around the clock. Lions season gets even crazier because we're showing up boots on the ground to Lions games. Then we're all going out and doing boots on the ground to Pistons games. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's live events. You know, what we would have Lions games and then be out at Feldman on like a Tuesday. You know, it was like it was all over the place sometimes. And you know, you're exactly right. The only way you can do this, no matter how long the journey is, the only way you can do this is by literally giving your all. Yeah. That's it, man. And so trust me, I respect the journey, and it's been a process to this point. And like you know, obviously if it was our decisions, bro, we sitting here still doing this, and we invite more and more and more people. Well, I'll probably have like 4 couches in here, the whole WUW Crew. We'll probably have 50 people on the WUW Crew.
It looked like
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang.
Straight up, man. But you know what? For the good and for the for the vision of the network, for the people that we support, for the brothers that we're always going to be, it's always all right. What can we do to support the vision? And that's kind of where we're at right now. And if that's why I say, hey, look, you guys always continue to support us. If that dial turns back in some way, hey, I'll never turn down running it back with a.
Absolutely.
One Flannel Sam.
And for the record, I'm not actually going to go do ayahuasca. But
you should.
Give it a try.
Little detox, like sports detox, will probably be my next week or so. But trust me, like this is far from the end for me at Woodward, far from the end with me doing this. But we do need to get to our breaks at some point. I believe BlackRock is coming up.
Yeah, let's double up. BlackRock and Jars.
Sounds great. So BlackRock, they have a I don't have this one in front of me, so I'm actually waiting for the graphic to come up so I can like read
it. And real quick, man, shout out to Dash Friday. Said you guys were the silver lining to my mornings. Love y'all. You know what? Love you, chat family.
Yes, and we do have a super chat to read. When we come back, we'll actually get to the read this time. Thank you, JP. The Black Rock is giving away 4 tickets to the Tiger game, one that is coming up. And for additional chances to win, stop by your local Black Rock and try our limited time summer menu. And for a chance to win, where you can actually see the game that you can have a chance to win, scan the QR code above my head. And hey, if you're looking for a place to take your lady out for dinner some night, Black Rock, place to go. Hey, we're talking about our sponsors today, Willie B, but that's not a bad choice. Black Rock. Jars is you.
Oh, yeah, it's me. All right, well, we're sports fans. Whether you're hitting the game or simply just chilling, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest lineup of recreational cannabis products. They've got 27 locations across the state, repping Michigan in a big way. 9 locations are right in Metro Detroit, so there's always one nearby. And if you're in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, get ready. New stores are coming your way soon. Go to jarscannabis.com to see where you can get your favorite products today. We'll be right back.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. Thenfights.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Looking to upgrade your relaxation game? Check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, with the top brands of massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki, located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, right down the street from our studios, man. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan. He's the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. So make sure you check that out, man, after you watch Woodward Sports, of course. Book a visit right now, massagechairhouse.com, or you can just scan that QR code, man. Massage Chair House, your ticket to the ultimate recovery and relaxation.
And while you're relaxing in those massage chairs, play some bets with Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code on screen, use code word Woodward1000, deposit up to $1,000. But all you have to do is place a minimum of a $20 bet, and if it doesn't hit, Caesars will throw it right back into your account. No questions asked. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code, use code word Woodward1000, and make some money tonight.
Make some money. It's Wake Up Woodward, and you know what I'm seeing a lot in this chat, and I gotta read this one from one Eric Allen. Let me go back and find the full thing. Oh, there it is. He says, F, man, I'm gonna miss this lineup in the mornings. He added Woodward Pistons. That's me in the chat. Woodward Sports. He said, I would still shake your hand, Sam. You guys are good at what you do. Much respect to you boys.
No, I had a couple shows a couple weeks ago in which I probably went a little bit too far on some people. And me and you, Eric, we kumbaya in the chat. So yeah, absolutely.
And I'll read a couple more of these, man. Xavier D says we must follow Sam wherever he goes.
Well, as far as now goes, I'm still gonna be here in some capacity. And for the record, because I want to, if you don't mind, I want to transition this into a couple of super chats, and then you can read the ones that you want afterwards. Rando Smalls, I feel like I'm losing a best friend. Best wishes. And I want to assure you this, Rando. Kool-Aid is the TD for Braylon Edwards with Shep. JB and KG are still going to be here on your mornings every single day. I know Ricky, even though you're not, I don't know if you necessarily apply to this, but if you're not watching his show, you should. He's here. He's still doing sounds on the Braylon Edwards show with a Shep. And I'm going to be filling in as often as I can. So you're not losing us. It's just this version is going to be different, but I promise you guys are gonna like it. I wish I could say, but I just can't yet. I know everyone's on pins and needles, and you should be, but you're not gonna be disappointed.
Not at all. It's people that I want to support, people that I'm glad to support. You know, when you say, you know what, if things gonna happen that way, I like the way that things are shaking out. Greg 2025, Sam and Kool-Aid at the desk. I will miss that. I'm definitely going to miss that too, bro. We've had a lot of good conversations. We've had some blow-ups. I think our best blow-up, and I'm just picking that one because I think I won that one, was the 2004 Pistons versus the legendary KD Warriors. You
did win that one because
By
I made
technicality.
I made the mistake of I wasn't trying to downplay the 04 Pistons, but if you took it as I was, looking back, I'm like, I probably could have been a little more respectful.
I told you too after the show, I was like, you know what? I had to play the people, man. I had to play the people, and they had my back. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah. And Dante 151 with the super chat. Thank you as always, because man, you're the cream of the crop when it comes to us supporting. Even though it was an hour ago, a good sports topic. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but if we want to, go ahead. Even though it was an hour ago, thoughts on third baseman Eugenio Suarez being interested in Tigers' return as trade deadline approaches? It would mean a lot to me, Suarez said. Would that be good? Yes. Yes, it would. And Suarez, I did peek really quick. He is on the last year of his contract. He's putting up incredible numbers this year. I believe he has 31 home runs. I'm gonna pull that up really quick. He was an all-star. We know the type of player that he is in terms of power. Always had that. Sometimes not the highest average guy, but this season, man, he's putting up a 889 OPS, 31 home runs, 78 RBIs. I believe his 78 RBIs actually lead all of baseball. He's had multiple 100 RBI seasons, I think like 530 home run seasons. If you put him into this lineup right now, I always talk about how this lineup is a lot better than it's given credit for. But would I be mad at a core of like Riley Green, Gleyber Torres, Torkelson, Suarez, Javi, Dingler, Kerry Carpenter when he gets back, Colt Keith? He's that right-handed bat that everybody wants. Yes, bring Eugenio Suarez home. I don't know what you'd have to give up. He is expiring, so maybe you could get away with not any of the top 100 guys. But I'd probably shop like Tyron Lorenzo, for example. That wouldn't kill me to give him up, but I don't even know if you'd have to. He's a expiring contract. The Diamondbacks don't want to lose him for nothing.
It's interesting, man. The Tigers are entering this rarefied era where you really love who you have in the minors and you love who you have on your roster.
Yes.
And it's going to make improving this team one where you see the necessary sacrifice, but they're in a position where they can really improve themselves without having to do much to their core. That's what we've seen. Like the teams in the past that have even kind of lapped up and passed some of our greats, they were able to kind of make those types of changes and tweaks at the deadline, and now we see our Tigers in a position to do the same. It is awesome to see the health of the organization, not just the big leagues, but the minors as well.
Yes, and this is from Eric Allen. Don't forget All-Star McKinstry. That was absolutely my bad. Absolutely my bad. And WeezyD313, How You Lee and Young for well, I don't think Young has any trade value whatsoever, but How You Lee, that's the type of player that I'm talking about. Would Arizona accept that? He's not a top 100 prospect, but at the same time, MLB GMs, I don't think they look at that and really use that. They make their own evaluations, and there might be a team that really values how you lead. Like I said, Eugenio Suarez is expiring. If he had a lot of term and was under contract for a couple more years, you absolutely would have to give up someone that you're not comfortable with giving up, but maybe you don't have to. I still don't think a bat should be the biggest priority, but Eugenio Suarez plus a bullpen arm, I'm feeling real good about that. Even though I just said a hitter's not a priority, but that hitter come home.
Hey,
give me that one.
And think about how much more secure you feel going into the playoffs with that too.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I love this lineup as is.
Yeah.
But
it's the Lions' problem. We're talking about the end-all, be-all, and not just cute seasons or even good seasons. We're talking about World Series now.
We're talking about no weaknesses.
Yeah.
I mean, the only weakness right now you could probably look at is someone like Trey Sweeney. But even Trey Sweeney is like up and down in the minors. You're talking about 8 guys. Like, you know what? I'll expand that. Maybe double-digit guys at the end of the year that could have OPSs in the 700s. You already have 8 of them that have on a pretty large sample size. And then you got Wensiel Perez, who's come back and been an everyday player and has been raking. Add Eugenio Suarez to that. Make sure that, with all due respect, Trey Sweeney doesn't get high leverage at-bats in the playoffs. Boy, oh boy.
And the way that the development staff is going right now, who knows if these guys get a boost coming here too. Like, I mean, because we're talking about a bunch of players who are already doing things that we didn't quite expect, and it's because of what they have here and the work that these players are putting in. I'm so glad to see a large portion of our pro sports teams here, at least 3/4 of them, the players are buying in. They're absolutely buying in. To hear JB Bickerstaff even talk about the buy-in that the Pistons have made, we already know that everybody's bought into the Lions, even other players. Like, it was crazy hearing Carlton Davis talk about it coming here to the Lions and all of that, and just instantly you buy in. Zadarius Smith, same thing. And you see this with the Tigers. AJ Hinch, Scott Harris, they are running not just a tight ship, but they're one of those organizations in sports that I believe in a few years you're going to say, you know what, that's one of your better organizations in all the sports. You're going to say that can be looked at as one of your top 15, top 20 best run organizations in all of sports. Your Detroit Tigers, who sit atop Major League Baseball right now.
Yes, and Rando Smalls. Would you trade Suarez for Montero even up? Yes, but I don't think Arizona would take that. I 100% would. I mean,
Montero, Braylon said he could hit home runs off him.
He said if he got 100 pitches, he would get, I think it was 4 or 2.
He said Montero? Well, we was doubting him. He was like, I'm definitely getting at least. I mean,
I think it was 2 off Montero.
I believe him.
I love Braylon
I believe
Edwards.
him. I do.
I love Braylon Edwards. He's the type of he has more athletic ability right now as a early 40s guy than I did in my prime. Like, a million times more. He's probably the greatest athlete I've ever spent meaningful time around. It's either him or Lindsey Hunter, but I'd actually argue Braylon on that one. However, that's so disrespectful to Kiter Montero. I did a whole segment on how he is more valuable than you think, and how come playoff time and come down the stretch of the regular season, you're going to need him to make starts. You might need him to come out of the bullpen. You used him in the playoffs last year for 3 innings, which that's significant in the playoffs, and he gave you an ERA of nothing, 0.0. Kiter Montero is not some bum. If you told me, hey, Braylon Edwards could definitely hit a home run off Kenta Maeda. But they're not the same. Kiter Montero's actually pretty good. He could definitely hit a home run off this year's John Brebbia.
He didn't say home run. He just said he can get 2 hits.
He can get a hit.
Out of 100. He said 100 pitches, he can get a hit.
Not home runs? All right, dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does have
maybe
baseball
he can leg out
in his history.
Maybe he can leg out a weak ground ball because he's still got that speed. Maybe he can lace one to center.
Ricky, this is our mission, bro. Because Braylon always said, cook. Our mission. We're going to have to start getting Braylon boots on the ground. First spot, batting cages.
Batting cage.
Yeah, we got to start there. No, I say we take him to like the Hamtramck or something and have him really just go against the team and really take. I believe him.
We're gonna have to bring,
I don't want to glaze
Fallon
him
with
too
us,
much,
bro.
but he built this case yesterday. You got to watch the episode. He built this case. I was like, you know what? Out of 100 pitches, yeah.
No, and for
He
the record,
did build up a nice case.
He built
too.
a nice case.
I totally get how he could do that and be very convincing. My thing is, I'm not trying to diss Braylon Edwards. Like I said, he's the greatest athlete I've ever spent time around. He was my favorite Michigan player, literally ever, still is. I grew up with him, and I followed his NFL career, was really, really happy to see him get some individual success with the Browns and then some individual success and team success with the Jets. Love him. I've become very protective of Kiter Montero. Of like the people who want to act like he's Maeda or he's Sawyer Gibson Long. Cater, I call him Cater or Kiter sometimes. Maybe I'm disrespecting him. Kiter Montero, he's gonna play a role.
Do you think
if the Tigers get to where they want to go?
Do you think he get a hit off everybody's favorite ends?
Who?
Ends? Was it?
Yes, he could get a hit off of Dietrich Ends for sure. Dietrich Ends.
Ryan,
but Montero's not them.
Ryan Gliski in the chat. He says, "Wanted to thank you guys for allowing me." This is intern Ryan, by the way. Who was it? JB or KG called him the generic 2K face.
That was KG.
He said, "I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be on the show in some capacity. It has always been my dream to be a part of it. I love you guys, and I will always remember Tyrese Halliburton is a bum."
Yeah.
What the hell?
You got some Converse, Flannel Sam.
Tyrese was great.
Oh, yeah,
And he did say that this was a show that he watched in college, and he was like, when he got the opportunity to come here, he was like, "Bro, this is awesome."
No.
So shout out to intern Ryan.
And for the
Doing great
record,
work.
Tyrese Halliburton's not a bum. He just had the most overrated playoff run I've ever seen in my life. Willie B.
Go again with that.
God
damn.
Answer my
They
question.
don't have to put 30 to dominate the game. God damn.
Was this the most impressive individual playoff run since 2018?
As a
LeBron?
point guard, yes. Are you fucking? Yeah, crash the fuck out. Crash the fuck out. You damn right.
Kawhi, LeBron again, AD, Giannis, Jokic.
He controlled the game.
I mean, it was Curry, Jokic.
He tore his
Brown.
Achilles. Indiana would have won if he would have tore his Achilles.
Oh,
Let's be
congratulations.
straight over, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
hypothetical finals MVP Tyrese Halliburton.
He almost.
Get well soon.
He
But
almost.
congratulations on your hypothetical.
Oh,
People
my
like
fucking-
you,
yeah,
people like
sold
the
the
NBA
fuck.
media
What?
that are going to fap at the sight of him next year.
Wait, not this guy. Not me. I'm in NBA media.
Oh, Cassie just looked at me.
I don't do it.
He got Paxel. He got pieces, and he almost got that motherfucker. He almost had
You know
it.
what was awesome? The way that Aaron Nesmith and Andrew Nembhard hit like every clutch shot, and he
Yes,
has a better player on his team.
He averaged 10 assists the last 3 years.
Let me guess. If Cade Cunningham.
Here we go with that shit.
Hey.
Here we go.
He's not good enough to telepathically guide Malik Beasley's threes in. Tyrese Halliburton, a real
His
winner.
fault. That's not Cade's fault.
Okay.
That's not Cade's fault.
fair,
That's
fair.
fault. But Tyrese came in the right place, right time with Paxo Siakam, with
K is supposed to be
Obi
Professor
Toppin,
X, dog.
and Bennett, and he don't use those pieces.
No.
He don't use the pieces, and you'll have to put 15 points, 30. If he wants to, he put up 30 and 10 assists, but he'll have to because he got pieces that he could distribute in that finals. And it was close. Man. They went 7 games. OKC is having trouble with him while he's healthy.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Lord for LOL in all caps. Boom.
Hey, that hater shit in Detroit ain't gonna fucking fly. I'm telling you that right now.
Detroit Dabbers trying to rage bait. Sam, you just said last year was going to be Hutch's magnum opus, but he was betrayed by injuries. Why is it different for Halliburton?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Dabber.
Exactly.
Aiden Hutchinson was on pace to break the motherfucking sack record. Tyrese Halliburton. Here. Let me give you this. And I know that he got hurt. But here's the reality of the situation. People are going to say I'm being a big meanie head, but fuck you. Tyrese Halliburton, in the finals, here's what he contributed. 14 points a game, less than 6 assists per game, and the Pacers won 3 games. No other star would be able to get away with that.
Well, fuck out Achilles. Let's just get that going,
And you know what? Hey, was he going for 45 or 55 in that game?
He was going for a 30 triple-double.
Yeah, I don't care. Nobody saw that.
Triple-double. Almost.
Just in case. $4.99 super chat says I'm gonna miss this show. Sam, what the Halliburton?
Yeah.
Like I said.
Shout out, dog. Hey, Jonathan Lord. Hashtag what the helly?
And Dabber, Halliburton played all games except for the last 3 quarters of that last one. And I saw him. He had some great performances, but that man got away with so much midness. So many teams choking. Gary Trent, I'm looking at you, even though I wanted him in the offseason, you sold for a Milwaukee. I looked at Aaron Nesmith going on the greatest shooting stretch I've ever seen in my life.
30-point triple-double.
That's fine. That's fine. And you know what? He also had multiple games where he scored less than 10. Less than 10.
Okay.
Less than 10. They won a game where he had like 11, 5, and 5. They won a game where he was, I think, 0 of 7 from 3. Like, he was morbid in the first 2 games against Milwaukee, and they still won because Tyrese Halliburton is just really good. And his usage was role player usage.
It still controlled the game.
Role player usage. Oh, Flannel said he's a role player. Factually, role player usage.
It was so crazy, too, because when we started the show, one of the earlier comments was, are we going to get one more Halliburton crash out? My mind was like, there's no way we're going to. What up, JB?
I was like, and we got it.
Shout out, dog. I see, look at Mr. Diabolical over there, dog. Put the camera on Mr. Diabolical.
Is it Tyrese Johnson or Magic Halliburton? Which one?
Magic Halliburton.
Magic Halliburton.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when the broadcast put freaking Moxie, Mr. Moxie himself. Remember when he did the juke move against the Lions? And then they came out of the commercial break and then like said, oh, Barry Sanders juke move, and then played freaking Baker Mayfield. I was like, what?
For that split second, like if I would have had something to harm myself with, I probably would have done it. For that split second.
He was dominant.
Booner in the chat.
Shout out to Booner.
It's like he has like flannel talking about Halliburton radar. Shout out Booner.
Boom squad.
Love you, man. Flannel is saying a 2-time All-NBA player is bad. Wow. No, not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that he had – people were saying – there was literally a post on X that got probably 100,000 likes at this point that said, we can all agree that his playoff run was the best since 2018 LeBron. Like, it was better than 2023 Jokic, 2022 Curry, 2021 Giannis, 2020 LeBron and AD, both Jimmy Butlers in losing efforts, 2019 Kawhi, 2025 Siakam, 2025 SGA.
And what's your point?
My point is that Tyrese Halliburton had nowhere near the best individual playoff run since 2018 LeBron.
Oh,
nowhere near.
Joshua
He did.
Black, come on.
Like
Joshua
2 steals.
Black.
He averaged 2 steals. It may be under 20 points a game and almost 10 assists.
You see Joshua Black, he's
You know what I
trying
mean?
to. He's
He
trying
dominate. You'll have to put up crazy numbers to dominate the game. You know,
Josh,
You saw it, right? You found it. He's trying.
Don't do it.
He's trying.
That's
Did you see
too
it?
ridiculous for me to even like give.
JB
give.
found it. Wait, Joshua, that's not your burner, is it? JB?
No, it's
Joshua
not,
Black.
That's not me.
Tyrese top
Not me.
5 in his position. Hutchinson ain't even top. Come on, don't do this. You're trying. You went too far when you said Hutchinson
Shout out to
wasn't
him,
top
boy.
10.
He got featured on this show.
When you said Hutchinson wasn't top 10, you got me.
Oh man. Oh, Burn, $5 super chat. Thanks for the sign, D Mike Puck, and for greeting me like you already knew me when I came in. I could feel the brotherly love. Wait, Burn, that was you. I think I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that day.
Shout out, man.
Shout out, man. Shout out. And I'm gonna continue. We're gonna continue to try and make sure that you guys are getting merch, giveaways. Make sure you guys stay tapped into socials. Hey, on the Brandon Edwards show today, reach that like goal. Somebody's going home with some merch. Let's rock.
And Booner wants me to admit that Halliburton's a top 15 player in the NBA. I will not.
Damn right.
I will not.
He is.
You know why? Because Shane Goon and Pascal Siakam weren't on any of the All-NBA teams, and they're both better than Tyrese Halliburton.
Why you made?
Hey, I see Freddie Felt in the chat too. He says, at Sam Reynolds, that is a flannel, a Sam for those of you that are not initiated. The most painful thing to accept is when people reflect on this 2024-2025 playoffs, they will think of Hallie's buzzer beater and that the Pacers run more than they will the Thunders win.
Freddie. If he's clutched in K. Cunningham, I'm just want to know.
You think? Sure. I've called him Guys, you guys think that I act like Halliburton's a trash player. I admitted that he's Mr. Big Shot. I'll give him Mr. Big Shot for now.
Thank you.
And Freddie Felt, why do you think I have so much rage about it? Why do you think I came in here and literally did a full hour just screaming my lungs out and trying to be the anti-Halliburton crusader? I know that. I know the society we live in. I don't like the society we live in. People don't remember anything but the moment. People don't think of any context behind any of it. People will also, on the other hand, and because they don't like the way Oklahoma City plays or the way that, I'll even go back to last year's Celtics teams, they'll say the dumbest shit like, oh, they won the most oralist championship of all time. And people get mad when I crusade against aura. Oh, aura isn't a good or bad thing. It just is what it is. Then stop using that as an insult. This NBA Finals and this playoffs was a dumpster fire.
You don't use aura as an insult, though. You just use the lack of it as an insult.
Yeah. That's why Javi Baez is a more popular player in Detroit than Riley Green, which is insane.
I'm not going to lie.
Makes you want to puke.
I saw something from the MLB. I was on MLB.com getting some clips for Shep the other day, bro, and they had like this resurgent story about Javi Baez on MLB.com, and the first person I thought of was you, Flannel Sam.
Well, Ricky,
what's up?
And I don't want to throw too much shade. The former iteration of your show was the worst offenders. Do you see the group chat every time Javi even gets a single? Braylon, Maz. Anytime anybody else does anything, crickets.
Hey, I see you in the chat, Eric. Eric Allen and Jonathan Lord. We'll definitely tap in with Travis again. We'll make sure we get you guys taken care of, man. Shout out to the chat too, man. I'm just looking at everything that's coming in. Chat is epic today. If you haven't gotten the opportunity to, go ahead and smash that like button, man. Smash the like button.
Hey, Booner. Congratulations to the Pacers hypothetical championship. Come on, let's all clap for Booner. Come on. Slow clap. Victory lapping the Pacers like they actually won the damn thing. Stop it. Love you, man, but stop it.
I mean,
stop it.
He got some people that agree with him.
Well, obviously, but we can't live. And
Dad with Tourette says 100% Booner.
You can't say that. But you can't say that.
Boner
all right,
fine. He got a point.
I don't agree with it, though.
And you know what else? This is equally as annoying. And Booner, you don't do this, by the way. This is some people in this. You know what? Airing a grievance is time for old Flannel Sam. The people who say definitively that the 2020 Michigan State basketball team would have won the whole effing tournament if it were played. Guys, it's 68 effing teams. 68. I can say that they would have been one of the favorites. You cannot say that they would have won. You could say that they could have won. There's a very big and important difference in the first letter of could have, not would have. I would have bet the field because there's 67 other teams and there's 16 teams that are top 4 seeds. There's 4 teams that are 1 seeds. Dayton fans think the exact same thing. Dayton fans think that they were robbed. Should we get to actual topics or should I just keep screaming?
You know what? We'll say what I'm done to some that was funny. Who we gotta say what I'm done to?
We gotta hear from Planet Fitness and Dr. Pierce. Or did we do Planet Fitness? No, we didn't. Yep. Planet Fitness and Dr. Pierce.
Shout out to Planet
Hey, Planet Fitness, where
giving the people a lot of
I was gonna say many a times I've had to take my pent-up rage and take it to Planet Fitness. But teens, hopefully you don't have pent-up rage because you're too young for that. But if you need to work out and you don't have the resources that you usually do during school season, Planet Fitness has the place for you. You can work out for free all summer long. Summer is still got a little over a month left, so you still got time. June 1st through August 31st, you can just go end up any Planet Fitness and work out for free via the high school summer pass. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Essential. Dr. Pierce.
Attention sports fans. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and every Thursday, which he was just on the show yesterday on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep. And you guys, he's offering top-notch injury advice. He's giving personal advice. He's interacting with the chat. And I saw him recording some pretty funny content with Brady. You guys want to tap in, man. You're going to learn something as well, especially about that secret sauce. So trust the guy that D-Mac does, because Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Justice. It means different things to different people, but whether it's a settlement or a verdict, justice is always worth the fight, unless it's Batman. You don't want to fight that man. Or Vin Johnson. You want to be on the same side as those guys. If you got a case,
they're the same person.
Contact, you know,
never see him in a room at the same time.
Exactly.
If you got a case, contact the fighters at Vin Johnson Law today and get the justice you deserve. Tough, tenacious trial lawyers. Vin Johnson Law.
Get some justice with Vin Johnson, and you know what? Chill out and relax, because you know he's got you covered. You can do that over at Gold Crown, because concentrates are their bread and butter, crafting elite collaboration extracts since the caregiver days. Gold Crown partners with craft growers from Michigan to bring you exclusive full spectrum concentrates, infused pre-rolls, and live resin infused gummies as well too. Their new line, Crown Jewels, is here, gluten-free, effect-based, and coated in nerves just for that extra little pop as well too. Find Gold Crown in over 300 dispensaries statewide. Smoke like royalty. All rise for the reign of royal highs only with Gold Crown.
Gluten-free weed.
Hey,
that's something.
And we back.
I know. What?
Shout out to King K. I see you in the chat. He says, hey, Sam and crew, for my 65th birthday I wish you all well and success. Also, I'd like to see the Tigers win the World Series this year. Thanks again for all your exemplary level of broadcasting. Yo, that means a lot, man. Shout out to King K for sending that in, especially somebody who's, has a little bit more experience in this world than some of us, and has probably seen a lot of this stuff. He's probably seen broadcasting change a lot.
Yeah.
And so to be able to hear that from you and to be able to get those well wishes and the accommodations from somebody like you, King K, means a lot. So thank you and happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I see it, Dante151. We see it, bro. We're going to get that updated. We're going to get that updated in terms of the logos and such for the Dr. Jeff Pierce ad. And let me see if there's anything else.
There's a whole conversation about that yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah, trust me. It's getting worked on, man. But
that's hilarious.
Anything else? Yeah, I guess we get back into some of the conversation. And realistically, a couple players hit that pup list, man.
Yeah. No, we can get into that briefly. And let me
open up.
Oh yeah, no. If you feel comfortable, Ricky, can we open up the phone lines?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if it's working.
Yeah.
Let's
It's a crapshoot. Let me go ahead. Let me grab my dice real quick.
No, let us know. You can interject at any time and just to let us know.
Gotcha.
But,
I'll give you the thumbs up. Let me see. I'm rebooting.
That. But
thank you.
All right. Let me make sure I get this right, because I wasn't even super aware of the terminology before I read it yesterday. Okay, I got it. Levi Ownzurikie is really the big one. Levi Ownzurikie has been placed on the reserve PUP list, physically unable to perform list, and he will not be eligible to return until after the first 4 games of the season. So that's the big one. So now that means to start the year, there'll be no Levi O, no Aleem, and no Rodrigo. And honestly, it's not ideal starting a season without Aleem and Levi Ownzurikie. And one thing that Levi Ownzurikie also brought you was that he did play, I believe it was 126 snaps as an edge rusher. He was one of the more versatile members of the defensive line, and quite frankly, last year, he was one of their better ones who played the whole season. Unfortunately, his career has been up and down due to a production and injury, which is why he got a cheaper contract, but I don't like it. That means that the Lions are going to have to rely probably more heavily than they would like on Tyleik Williams, a rookie. But at the same time, you could also say, thank goodness that's where the Lions use their first-round resources, because now it seems like more of a need than ever. But the overlying thing with, I think it's going to be a learning curve with Frank Ragnow being retired and with all of the injuries to start the year. They talked about this yesterday on Big D Energy, and I kind of want to re-rack it and get your guys' thoughts. I think if the Lions start the season 4-3, whatever show we happen to be doing the next day, we should all just be like, that's awesome, let's ride from here. Because you're going to get these guys back eventually. You're going to theoretically have a more healthy team as the season goes on. You might have to tread a little bit of water with the injuries and with the schedule being tough, but if you can come out of that first 7 games going into the bye week with an extra week to rest up, and then week 9 is November 2nd, 4-3, Vikings at home, 2 consecutive road games against the Eagles and Commanders, and hopefully you split those 2, and then 3 consecutive home games, then you might be looking at 4-3 all the way to 9-4, and you feel really, really good. The point is, I don't think the expectation should be 6-1 or 5-2. If they get it, great. 4-3, and we should all be very, very happy if that's how they start the year.
Yeah, definitely. And because you look at that schedule, though I do believe 5 wins is in their future for the first half, leading up to that bye week over those first 7 games. 4-3 is something that you cannot be mad at, especially given how tough that schedule is. Understanding that the rhythm that this offense is probably going to require, the 2 different coordinators. If there's any place that I believe anybody out there who wants to have some aspect of, concern with the Lions, I don't believe that this is something to have over their overall season. But as it relates to before that bye week, that's where I see concentrated where we're going to feel the impact of those 2 coordinators being different. Because there's going to be new terminology, there's going to be new wrinkles, maybe a few more plays, maybe a few more players that you're depending on that weren't here last year. So I do. We even heard Dan Campbell with a team that was effectively returning a lot of the same players last year say it's going to take 5 or 6 weeks. But by week 5 or 6, you're going to see that we're that deal. I mean, but even then, by week 5 or 6, they were still putting BTA on teams.
Oh, for sure.
That's where it's like, I expect them to honestly have a good chance to win 5 games out the break before the bye week. But 4-3 is something that I'm like, you know what? You clap your hands at that, tip the cap, and you say, okay, rest up. Probably coming through that bye week with Aleem McNeil getting back soon, if not already back.
It'll be November by that point, and I know that's been something that Dan Campbell has said. It's November 2nd, so maybe they might need another week. But what if they don't?
But that's what I'm saying. You get him back, especially for those 2 to 4 game stretch right there. Yeah, it's the back end, the back to back with the Commanders and the Eagles, and then you get kind of some cupcakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say now I have their schedule pulled up so I can go through it.
you're talking
4-3. If they were to start 4-3, they've got the Vikings at home, and it's going to be tough, but we'd expect that to be a win. They got the Commander at Washington, at Philadelphia. My prediction is they go 1-1 in those games, and I don't think that'd be a bad thing at all. I think that would be you'd take that 100 times out of 100. Then you're 6-4. Here's the stretch that I was referring to: home against the Giants, home against the Packers, home against the Cowboys. I think if the Lions want to win their division, they got to take care of business in those games, and I think they will. That's been the thing about this schedule. The road schedule is, quite frankly, murderer's row. But the home schedule, I mean, the toughest one, Tampa, which is going to be a tough game. They're going to be good. You know, your divisional games like Minnesota, you know how good they were in the regular season last year. I mean, but the home schedule is where the Lions are really going to have to eat. The good news is, if you can just tread water in the first 7 games, anything above that would be great. But if you can just tread water, you're looking at getting some guys back. You're looking at the schedule lightening up, and you're looking at potentially that 11-12 win season, which we all hope and think that they will have.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I'm looking here, JD NFL. I saved this from the beginning of it, from the beginning of the show. He put Lions could go 7-10 if there are 2 injuries on the offense. Man, I don't even want to wish that mojo on anybody. So I definitely not. I actually believe, you know, all things even and equal, and just getting your guys back healthy. You know that this team is going to go through a couple injuries. All football teams do. But I expect this team largely to hopefully not have the historic, catastrophic bottom fallout that they did last year. That was horrible. But I do believe that this team is a little bit more robust. As long as you have Jared Goff standing upright, I believe that this offense is robust enough. It is talented enough. It does have the playmakers enough to still keep all of your expectations ahead of you. Quarterback is always going to play a big role. And that's why I get your frustration earlier in the week as it related to wanting them to be able to have the backup quarterback position figured out, even if it was to be able to go out there and play a drive or a quarter or, God forbid, a freaking game. You know, and so I don't know. I don't think that the Lions are as fragile as you lose a player here or there, and then all of a sudden that wrecks everything. Yeah. I think that you literally have to take about 20-plus players away, and even then, they still didn't go out there and get blown off the face of the earth by the Commanders.
If one of those injuries,
knock on wood,
is Jared Goff, then I could potentially see like the worst case scenario.
That's the only one for me.
But right, on the offense, that's the only one. And to me, as long as like with the injuries that we're looking at right now, the stone cold guarantees: no Levi, no Aleem, no Rodrigo on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh man, I keep forgetting about that.
Those are the fact that I still have them going 4-3 despite all of that, despite the tough schedule. That shows you what I think about the Lions, because hopefully you can maintain a healthy Hutch, a healthy Kirby Joseph, a healthy Brian Branch, a healthy DJ Reed, Terrion Arnold, Amik hopefully comes back and is himself again. The linebacking core, you can survive with Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, and Derek Barnes if that's what is at their disposal. Hopefully Alex Anzalone gets done soon. But if that's the 3 plus who I already mentioned, you can definitely do better than tread water. Like, even 4-3, I think calling 4-3 with that schedule treading water is a little disrespectful. You can still play good football and then think to yourself, man, the best trade deadline reinforcements are the guys coming back.
And I see Super Bowl Wilson. He put tread water. We were just 15-2. WTF are we talking about? And I was going to ask you this question. Like, I get it. Everybody says it's not going to happen. You can't run back that type of success. People are expecting 10 or 11 wins. But I'm not. I am bullish about the Lions being a 12 or 13 win team this year. And I do wonder, are we underestimating a team that still, for 2.5 seasons, has not, the Detroit Lions, your Detroit Lions, people have not lost back-to-back games in 2.5 seasons, and they went undefeated on the road, undefeated in the division, despite all of the odds that they faced last year. I do believe that Dan Campbell has something figured out about this regular season. I do.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm not – no. And for the record, bro, I think you're being a little bit of a boner with that comment. Just a little bit.
The Trey Water one?
Just a little bit. Here's what I mean by that. When I talk about treading water or going 4-3 and maybe going 11-6 and 12-5, my point is that as long as they win the division, going 15-2, 14-3 really doesn't mean a whole lot. What I like and for the record, I've been consistent about this. Winning the division is absolutely imperative. But going 14-3, 15-2 might not be any different than 11-6, 12-5. This is a very competitive National Football League. It's a very competitive NFC.
Yeah.
Like, you could maybe get the 1 seed with 12-5, honestly. You could.
You could, and I was going to say, just to back that up, for me, even though I'm going to take a more advantageous approach to the wins totals, I'm looking at 12, 13 wins. Go out there and do your darn thing, because now you're talking about you're healthy. Now you're talking about you have more guys back than last year.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the schedule is tough, I remember what people said at the beginning of the season, this schedule is tough, this schedule is tough. I don't know. I expect them to go out there and to be able to put off a season that's going to be a little bit different. You can put people to sleep like Nicholas Duncan. All right, he says 4 weeks. It'll put them at rest. I mean, not put them to sleep. Put them at rest. Put them at ease. Nicholas Duncan says 4 weeks missing elite guys. We might have issues winning versus teams like Ravens and maybe away games like the Packers.
Well, that's not.
We never beat the Ravens, but the Packers won. I don't know.
I would say to that, as long as it doesn't snowball, that might mean nothing, quite frankly. And I think Neil Rule, shout out Neil Rule, I'll give him credit when he's right and also kind of rail against him when he's wrong. I think he laid out the first 7 games pretty well. I don't think there's any shame in going to Baltimore and losing. I don't think there's any shame in going to Kansas City and losing, even though I know people are really going to want to get that one. It doesn't mean much ultimately. And here's what he said. And I think that this is relatively fair, even if I don't necessarily agree. He said he expects the Lions to go 1-1 against Green Bay and Cincinnati. If you told me that, I would probably take it. I know losing to the Packers would suck, but at the end of the day,
lose to the Bengals if he's talking about that. If that's the scenario,
sure. but at the end of the day,
let's take Trey with us on all the way out.
At the end of the day, though, playoffs. If you lose, let's just say, and I don't even think I have to knock on wood for this one because it's ultimately not that huge of a deal. If the Lions, with their 3 injuries on the defense, with adjusting to no Frank Ragnow, go into Green Bay and lose, I don't want to hear any panic the next day. It's not that big of a deal. That's actually kind of a potential spot game. Would it suck a little bit? Sure. But it does not matter as long as the Lions rebound. If they win, I'm not going to lie, I'll probably wild out a bit. But that would be such an amazing win because there's a lot actually that is stacked against them. If they can overcome that and go into Green Bay and win, sure, I'll be wild. I'll be wild and crazy. But when you're a good team, with expectations, yes, you can have it both ways. You can go crazy when they win, but if they lose, kind of treat it as no big deal. Because at the end of the day, playoffs and success in the playoffs is the ultimate measuring stick. Yep. And nothing's going to be derailed if you lose in week 1. Nothing.
Because you know what? As much as I've championed this, that they have not lost back-to-back games in 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen soon. And when it does,
we got to be okay.
We have to be okay. Yeah, I'm letting y'all know. I'm telling myself, I'm looking at you right there in the monitor. Detroit Kool-Aid. Be okay. You'll be still okay when they lose those back-to-back games. Why? Because we understand. You know the DNA. You know the identity. You know the makeup of this squad. You saw it. You were in the trenches with them. And you know that this team, a loss here or there, everything is still in their control. Everything is still in front of them. And the way that Dan Campbell has continued to motivate these guys, even after those losses, even after down performances from individual players, that to me is what I ultimately believe in this Detroit Lions team. And I do believe, regardless of the start to the season through the first 7 games, at the end of the year, you're going to be talking about NFC North division champions. Hey, another season of the Lions being the Kings of the North.
Hey, and Charles McClain, this will make everyone happy. Bates kicks a 62-yarder as time expires and the Lions beat the Ravens.
You know what?
Hey.
Make it happen.
I was gonna say there's
Make it happen.
no women in the room, right?
No, off the crossbar.
No.
I needed to bounce and then bounce again and then go through the uprights.
All right.
That's what I need.
No women in the room. Remember how I mentioned something about fapping earlier?
Yeah.
That will be me.
You gonna fap to Jake Bates?
Hey, right?
Club, bro.
Hopefully my wife's close enough by so that I won't have to.
There
But
you go.
you never know.
She might like the show.
I have a wife.
That
That's doing that in front of your wife is diabolical. I've never.
means,
Never? Oh, y'all.
Oh,
We gotta live a little life.
Oh, Ricky.
you got to.
I don't want to pass, but I have to pass it over to Ricky.
Explain.
You gotta live a little life, man. That's all I gotta say.
You
I've
gotta
lived a
live your
broad
life,
life.
You need one off, you gotta get one off. You ain't got no choice. You got options. If your wife ain't giving you on, you got Instagram,
Sometimes-
you got
sometimes you gotta put on
Pornhub,
a
you got
show.
all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
So you guys are true Jake Bates fans.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah,
you gotta put
yeah.
shout out Master Bates.
Yeah. Hey,
He's
Sean,
saying
that's
that-
actually a very good comment. You've been good today, man.
Shot 2 and 6. Shout out, man. John Hart said perfect shot.
Freddie felt 313. I don't know if I can read that. I can't read that. That's the funniest thing I heard.
Don't read
JB, please read that.
Oh, no. Wait, I didn't laugh at this comment that JB's about to read, sweetie. Drink Kool-Aid out there. I did not laugh at whatever he's about to read. It wasn't me laughing at it.
Unmarried person has to read this comment. I got you.
Oh, give it here. Give it here, dog. Give it here.
313. He said, "Wives are sometimes the reason we have to fat flannel."
No, I can't. I can't.
Oh,
agree
yeah, I
with
wasn't
that.
laughing at
The
that.
reason we have to.
I can't agree with that.
Shoot, what the fuck? I do it. Wives are sometimes a reason we have to flannel. You damn right. We respect.
He said flat.
You gotta get your shit off.
That is.
Especially depending on frustration, ain't hold out for 2 or 3 months, and you know.
2 or 3 months.
What?
When your girl
That's
hold
not a
you
marriage.
off,
That's a jail sentence.
it is a jail sentence.
You
Shit.
gotta do the prices right. Well, when they get the price wrong, I think that's how the
Whoa, yeah.
Ricky,
I got that one on my radio.
I was going
though.
to say, Ricky Kool-Aid, if you feel comfortable answering it, go ahead. If you don't. 2 or 3 months is not an actual thing. That doesn't actually
not in my
happen.
life. No,
That
2 or
doesn't
3 days.
actually happen.
We
No.
So
I got
Your
4
roommates.
kids.
Oh, well, okay, fine.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fair.
I got 2.
Your pull-up game ain't accurate,
And I got 2, but
and that's okay.
Yeah, even Freddie felt,
2 to
God
3
damn,
months,
ain't
I
no
don't
2
get
3
that.
months.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We go in my house. We do the 72-hour rule. Pretty much after 72 hours, I can basically,
Tear that
it's
ass up.
open season.
That's not a bad way to go. Like,
Yeah.
No.
in
It
order
works.
to maintain, marriage advice
feel like that was
with
Ricky.
us. But
Yeah.
It has to be something that is regular and you both are meeting each other's needs.
It's necessary. Oh, just give you an update on the phones. It's our fault. We don't have output, so I can hear the people calling in. They can't hear us. So, sorry about that.
Yeah, and a lot of you have been wondering.
For the last, would it be at
Yeah.
the last show without that?
Yeah.
See,
The phones have had their
Damn right,
issues
Freddie.
for a minute now. and
they're not. It's not phone. It's a laptop. That's the issue.
laptop. Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair
JB,
enough.
if you can send me one, send me a VMix link. I know I'm gonna see if Mr. Dev the dog wants to say at least one thing, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, let's see if we can do something.
And
What about Shark Week? What the
quick
fuck is this
message
shit?
to my wife. I'm laughing because what Freddie Felt said was legitimately hilarious. I'm not.
Yeah,
It's not something where I'm like, yeah, I know that feeling.
that's
It's
a married man right there.
it's just really funny.
That's why I can't get married.
You can.
Willie,
believe in
I
you.
promise
it's a great
you,
thing, bro.
It is a great thing, but I don't like to wait.
you will have more of it when you're married than when you're not married.
And, yeah,
Well, when you're not married, you got selection.
Yeah.
Or you pay for it.
And
Or you pay for it.
and it's looked at as good in the eyes of the Lord. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Well, I go to
It's
hell
not-
then.
that's
so
the
it's
best
fine. I'm sorry.
no. That's
Yeah,
way
it
cool,
feel-
man.
it-
Sorry
yeah.
about
Best part.
that.
Thank you, Ricky. That is
No guilt.
Mic
There's
drop.
nothing like no guilt.
It's the
guilt.
way the Lord intended it.
What you?
It ain't
I
nothing like
said,
a,
what
it's like a
guilt?
no-good hog, man. It is what it is.
Ooh.
I come for lenience of low down dirty men in my
What are you-
pastime. In my pastime. I'm
That's
sorry.
why, and that's why
I'm a
you have
good
to
guy.
be the example. You have to be the example that you want to see.
I did the right way and cost me trouble.
Oh.
But that's okay. But you're right. You're absolutely right. All jokes aside.
What you got, Flannel?
No, just you know what?
Shout out to Willie B.
I don't
apologize.
I don't want to ruin it with actual football, but Weezy 313. We beating the Ravens. I'm tired of this shit. Hey, I hope so. But Weezy, I know Lamar's your favorite player, so I know that's going to be one where you have some dual loyalty. So we'll see.
I imagine him sitting in a room somewhere like you were when the Lions beat the Chiefs. Brian Branch was running down the field. How did you feel?
I felt great, but I also
we were here together, weren't we?
Yeah, but I also remember too thinking, and I'm dead serious, they're gonna blame Mahomes for that, and Kadarius Toney dropped like a pass right in his hands. Hey, shout out Branch though for taking that deflection and taking it to the house though.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
That was his welcome to the NFL, and he really hasn't left since.
Yep.
What a debut, man! That was the only pick six the Lions had all season that year.
Sheesh.
Fun fact.
That one is, you talk about a career moment.
Yeah.
For Brian Branch.
That's a big
Mahomes.
That's a big
First
deal.
game.
That's a big deal because I know that the Chiefs, they're the Chiefs. It's week 1 of the regular season. Ultimately, it didn't matter. They got the last laugh over the NFL. They went on and won the Super Bowl. But for a team that's up and coming, that still hadn't made the playoffs yet, that was a defining moment. The Chiefs, say what you want about them, they've had a run that one of the greatest runs in NFL history. And the fact that the Lions were able to really, that was their spring. I know their springboards were literally going to Lambeau and ending Aaron Rodgers' career there, and then going to Arrowhead and beating the defending champions. That's about as good as it gets. I've never even thought about that until right now. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Hey, you know what? Let's take a quick one. We'll say what up though to some sponsors, and then I think we're gonna say what up though to one of our chat family members.
Yeah. So I think I got Devin on, but I can't see him. So
he got an iPhone.
There he goes. I see you right now. But let's say what's up to Lady James and Loom.
Guys, let's be honest with simple stuff like gimmies on the golf course, or uncomplicated Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Where is that? Walk in, sign in. Before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Lady Jane's open 10 days, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
And Loom.
And enjoy Loom Cannabis refreshing buzzins favorites like watermelon, cherry, strawberry, or cool off with 2 new summer flavors, raspberry lemonade and peach. That raspberry lemonade is good. I had that at the last golf outing, man. Crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations across Michigan, man. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order. That's a good deal right there, man. WSN30. Use that code for 30% off your entire order. Online or in store. Go to www.lumen.com today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet is Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer with 5 locations in town, man, at Highland, New Hudson, Novi, Livonia, and Lansing. Shout out to Lansing, man. And these deals they got, they're a bit unreal. They almost sound like scams. If Feldman name wasn't on here, I wouldn't believe that you can get a 2025 Silverado 1500 Crew for $189 a month on the lease. Don't forget about that 2026 Equinox LT. The lease is only $209 a month at Feldman, man. This offer ends August 10th, so make sure you go check it out right now. So get there quick. Any of the Feldman locations, Highland, New Hudson, Novi, Livonia, and Lansing. Go get one of these deals right now.
The wait is over. Detroit, a new era of sports and entertainment talk is here as two Titans collide with the all-new Braylon Edwards Show with Shep. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Join Braylon Edwards, former Michigan legend. You know what? Like Flannel said earlier, man, probably I call him the best wide receiver, probably one of the best players, if not the best player of all time at Michigan, and an NFL star alongside Matt Shepard, a name that's been synonymous with sports in the city for decades. Hey, they're going to break down everything from Lions to Wolverines. Ricky and I, we're going to keep them on their toes. So we got some segments and some things we're going to cook up.
Yes, sir.
And everything beyond. Don't miss the action only on Woodward Sports Network. Hey, and we are back, and I know we got a special guest or
yes,
two.
We do.
Two?
Just one right now. Waiting for the other to connect. But you guys ready?
Another one that's going to jump on. Let's get the, you know what? Let's get to the guest first, and then we'll read some super chats.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Devin the dog is in the house.
Yeah. What up, dog? 51 Clothing, my guy Devin the dog. What up, though, brother, man? Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I want to say thank you, guys, for your support, man. Man, I want to make it quick and simple, man. Flannel, I never got to tell you this, man, but thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Me and my dad never really had, like, a bonding connection, and what you did to me that day when, ironically, you had no idea, you initiated a fuse in my heart. When you called me stupid that day, I called in because Jeff and Lucas was like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to allow Flannel to talk about J-Mo this much. And we're going to bring in this one guy we never heard before. And you toured me a new one. But in that process, you tearing me a new one, I analytically started reading books on figuring out, okay, if Flannel said this about J-Mo, why is he saying this about J-Mo? If he's saying this about Hutch, why is he saying this about Hutch? If he's saying this about Neil, wait, Neil's wrong. What the fuck? Right? He was like, wait, he wasn't right. And it grew this knowledge, it grew this love of Detroit sports that I've had since I was a kid. And I want to say thank you, Flannel, from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm in person, like, I have social anxiety. So, like, seeing how you act out in person versus how you act out on camera, dude, you're my literal spiritual animal on my aggression, my anger. You are literally what the black people like to call us, a naysayer moment. Every day, no matter what, never change who you are because I appreciate the hell out of you. And Kool-Aid, it goes from Kool-Aid to all the brothers at Woodward Sports, man. Seeing you guys have a representation that where you guys come from and where you guys have built off of, and just seeing how you guys have built yourself as grown man, it has reflected me and made me switch from the person who I was before to who I am now. I carry myself a whole different way based off of the interactions I have had with you guys and seeing how you guys interact as a family, as a whole. We've all come from all different backgrounds, and just seeing how we have came together and how you guys have pulled everybody together. Dude, I had met people that I never thought I would talk a day to about sports and having conversations with people on the daily and building these relationships that now I'm benefiting from that. And, like, all I gotta say, man, thank you. Thank you for giving the kid from Inkster that never really had the opportunity, never had the investors to have his back. Appreciate you, man. I cry every time y'all bring up my clothing line, man, because it means the world to me. No one believed in me, and y'all did, and I appreciate the hell out of y'all. I wish nothing for the best for y'all, man. But don't give fucking hell on every damn show you are on. I don't care if it's a Monday through Friday. If we lose a game, I need to hear Flannel Sam calling out the worst player on that fucking team. I swear. But at the end of the day, woo, forever. Whoever comes at their next, man, I wish nothing but the best for y'all. Devin the Dog signing out one more time. JB, let's get to what's trending, dog.
Man.
And the walk-off. And the walk-off.
I don't know what to say. I'll tell you what, too, Devin. we've got more in common than you think. I am doing what I do and even interacting with everybody out in public. It's scary for me. Trust me. Every day I get nervous. Every day my nerves are on like a 10. So, but like, gotta do what you gotta do. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Shoot. You should have seen how bad I was with girls until I was like 24. Like, dead serious. Like, I was like the virgin in high school type. And I'm not saying you were, but in terms of social anxiety, yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah. Still have it.
That was probably the part of my story that I left out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I told you, yeah. I love being a producer, and I found comfort in it, and I'm glad. But the social anxiety, the debilitating nervous syndrome, having to suppress the nerves blaring at like 50 million miles a minute for interviews and such, but y'all don't understand like the power of the encouragement and the brotherhood here.
Yeah,
that's changed so much over the years, and so it's been a problem. Like when I heard Devin speaking, I was like, bro, I understand exactly what you're talking about, and to be able to have this opportunity, that's why I turn it back as well to the chat. You guys have been literally the biggest part of this thing, man. It's been encouraging. It was a lot of up and down, a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. But we developed something pretty cool as it relates to our relationship between us and the chat, man. So shout out to them. Yes. We got any super chats, right?
We do have some. And Ryan Galinsky said, oh, Jesus. Ryan, if you're struggling, it's not too late. But if you're not, congratulations to you, because your young man experience is probably a little bit better than mine. But my late 20s and early 30s has been much better. Much better. We do have a couple of super chats. There's a couple interesting ones. Hey, back to the football. Dante151, Baltimore has been a house of horrors for every NFC team, no matter who it is, unless you're the defending Super Bowl champ Eagles last season. One of the strangest stats you'll ever find is that Lamar Jackson started Baltimore Ravens team is 24-2 against NFC opponents. The problem is they can't beat their AFC opponents in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl where they would face a said NFC team. It's a very Lamar Jackson, what a strange, interesting career. What a Super Bowl MVP would do for that man would put him into rarefied airs. He just hasn't gotten it yet. He's also synonymous. He's early Peyton Manning. That's what he is. Look at Peyton Manning's early career. Look at Lamar Jackson's. It's eerily similar.
I hope he doesn't have to wait as long to get that, get it done soon, bro.
Well, let's have the Lions get one. And
Thank you. After the Lions. He get 2 or 3 years.
Well, here's what I will
healthy,
say.
Brother.
Let's let the Lions get 1 or 2.
100%.
I'd rather personally have Josh Allen get one first because I like Allen a little bit better, but then Lamar can get one. Let's all, Burrow get one later too. Let's have the Lions get multiple. I'll sacrifice another Patrick Mahomes one if it means that more of the great QBs can eat. That's saying a lot for me.
That's a lot, man.
Mahomes' legacy is set. Those other ones are not yet. They're all Hall of Famers, but the ultimate goal has eluded all of them.
Do we have any more super chats? Make sure we definitely honor those.
Burn. Since 2000, only 4 number 1 seeds won the Super Bowl.
Can you send me one more? JB Smooth?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Our special guest is said he's getting the blue screen.
And Burn, one more to, I think it was, to Super Bowl winning years are rarely a team's best season. They're usually mediocre or decent with pretty weak starts. I'd have to go. I'm not going to do it, but if I had and wanted to, I think you could go through. It'd be interesting exercise. I know that, weirdly enough, winning 15 games has been a curse recently. I know it happened to the Panthers. They lost in the Super Bowl. The Packers, that Aaron Rodgers Superman season, they lost in the first round to the Giants. We know what happened to the Lions. It was a little different because it was 15-2. Undefeated regular season teams are 1-1 in the Super Bowl, which is wild. You'd think they'd be 2-0. So there might be some merit to that. But there's also been a lot of teams that have went through their respective conferences by just playing home games. I think there's a lot of variety in the history.
All right, let me see here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these links sent over because we got 2 out right now, and I'm still getting the black screen. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, we'll see if we can get the guests on. If not, we'll definitely we'll set up some type of stream at a later time as well. But, do you have anything for Western? Do we have the time?
It's after 10 o'clock. I don't know if we got the time.
Yeah, I'm sitting here now looking at it like,
Oh.
wow, that's Zoom. That's Zoom Dubai.
Wheezy
He's over in the
D313.
massage chair chilling.
This is
Spinny's y'all is straight.
a nickel package Friday. I got set shit up.
Nah.
You guys can go. It's Terry and Neil.
Wheezy D313. I have to respond to this because it's very flannelly-in. Mahomes' legacy set. Yeah, he's QB3 behind Tom and Joe. Oh, the horror. The horror of being the third best quarterback of all time after what? How many years as a starter? 7 years as a starter. I'm not mad at that take. I would take Mahomes over Joe Montana personally, and I do in my heart of hearts believe Mahomes is better than Brady. He just needs to accomplish a little bit more. But QB3, not mad at that. Not mad at that. QB3 is pretty appropriate, I'd say.
I'll never be better than Brady.
He will.
Yeah.
Let me see, man. You guys throw any last
Better.
comments in there. We'll definitely try to get some. Man, the
Better,
people-
but not greater, in my opinion, if that makes sense.
Jonathan Lord, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. Hey, I'll give you that.
Hey, of course.
It's been epic. Flannel Sam, my man. Wake Up Woodward and Morning Woodward show before this, man. When we talk about the vet of the squad, vet of the network, you've been through a lot of these changes. So, and moving forward, you know, I'm still waiting for the network to make their official announcement of the new morning show. I know we saw some graphics, some things that are on the way. You guys are gonna be pleased with the morning show, man. Dope. It's some good people. It's gonna be some good conversation, some good banter. And I love what we know the booth is gonna say the same. And I love what KG is doing right now to try and make sure as well to bring even more production value. So I think it's gonna be I know it's gonna be dynamite, and hoping you all throw your full support behind it.
Oh yeah. Oh no, 100%. Support everything they're doing here. And all of us are still here in some capacity, including JB and KG, who are same job they've always done.
Let me see here. Hey, First Mind said, love y'all. 100. Best wishes to the whole show. He says he's leaving the country soon, but still will be holding it down for Detroit sports. First, hey, be safe wherever you're going, man. Be safe. Shout out to First Mind. I'm trying to see. Steve-O, baby. Kool-Aid, I'm going to miss every single one of you guys. This isn't goodbye. This is I'll see you when I see you, in the words of FTR. Top guys out. Jay Hart. Shout out to the WUW Crew. Kool-Aid. Ron Holland is his mailbag. Is a possible 6th man of the year. In 2 seasons, he'll be a role for us, much like Nas Reed. Not comparing players, but roles. Let's see what Ron Holland does. I like the energy he brought to Summer League, and we all like what he did last season.
Yep, very, very good rookie season.
Hey, and Xavier D, he says, WUW Crew, it's goated. Let's rock.
We're going from Broder.
Hey, Broder. Shout out to WUW Crew, and especially Flannel and Kool-Aid today. He says he was listening all show, and another great one. Proud of you two, and thankful for your friendship. This is just the beginning.
Thankful for yours too, Broder. Thank you very much. We had some good times back in the day.
We definitely did. And you guys already know I'm not going to stop until we get a WUW Crew podcast. We got to get together at least one time a week. We'll figure something out, man.
Figure something out.
We will figure something out. Chest pass. SC Mark, I'll miss you guys, man. I love you guys as a duo. It was dope, man. You talk about duos. I definitely got to say shout out to, again, Jeff Iafredi.
Oh,
yeah. I remember when the opportunity popped up. Broder, like I said, he wanted to host a show with me and you, which was epic. And you guys already know how you felt, especially when you finally got certain opportunities. You know how you felt. So the first person I actually reached out to after that, it wasn't Queen Kool-Aid in that instance. It wasn't my mom. I did say a quick prayer, so God was in there first. But Jeff Iafredi, and we had, if y'all know, like me and Jeff, y'all know, like we're close.
Yeah.
Hit him up. We talked for a long time, and he was like, "Bro, if there's anybody else, it's you." Anybody. And before we knew what was gonna happen, he was like, "Bro, I hope it's you on the desk for Flannel. Like, I hope you guys get something." And to be able to have that type of support from our brothers, that's the same reason why it's like, you know what? As things change, we still continue to support. Why? Because that's our whole inclusion here. All of this is because of the support that we give each other. No matter how the Rubik's Cube at Woodward Sports changes, I know that we got some soldiers here and some dogs here that literally will go to bat for us. You can't buy that. You can't work for that except for being in the trenches next to somebody else. And that's the type of stuff that's like, you know what? I look back on it, and it's like, you know what? You'd have rather have had this situation than not. And I'm grateful for it. This was epic, bro.
That's why I'm so chill about everything. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I had it's a hard business to break into.
Yeah, man.
We all, every single one of us in this room are like radio veterans. Like seriously, came from radio. Like we understand how hard.
Still
it
on the
is.
radio.
Yes, me too. Yeah, same. Hey, yeah.
One,
Listen
two,
to
three, four people still on radio here.
Fun fact. I was doing a bounce event. I think it was the Taco Fest, and I heard Ricky Burns' name on the radio, and I'm like, okay, I know that guy.
3 to 7. Check me out.
Shout out
to Ricky. And let me see. Hey, I see the love pouring in from the chat. Let me see here. Sean Hart, he says, miss you boys. Do good things, Sammy. Mark, I'll miss you guys, man. I love you guys as a duo. I did read that one earlier. I saw another one. Where was it at here? Jay Hart, he says, such a bittersweet day. Detroit Dabber through and 3. Thanks for the entertainment. And last WUW Crew, wish you all the best. Freddie Felt 313, my brother. WUW helped us start our day. The most important time slot for the chat family. Thank you for always bringing the passion and energy for Detroit sports every day. You deserve all the flowers. Thank you. Yep. Hey, shout out, man. I see Malik Peterson. Kool-Aid, we're going to miss you. Bruh, Flannel, you too, man. The official keeper of the JMO. I'm sorry. Don P put that in all caps, bro. Let me do you better. Kool-Aid, we're going to miss you, bro. Flannel, you too, man. The official keeper of the JMO allows you on the bandwagon.
I got his jersey, man. I got his jersey.
Motor City Don P, man.
I got his jersey. Happy to do it, by the way.
Hey, you know what? I got to say what up, though, to Aligna. She showed up. We were doing the bell ringing for Salvation. Yeah, what was it? The red.
Salvation Army. Yeah.
And we were out there with Maz, and everybody knew Maz there. But there was one person who showed up and knew who I was, and that was Aligna. And she was like, yo, man, shout out to you guys. I tap into you guys' show. So it's dope to see you in here to throw in your support. She says, thank you, Kool-Aid and Flannel, for all the passion and heart you put into the show. I appreciate you. Wishing you the best in everything you do. And her husband showed up. And I know they're good friends of Neil, too. They said they try to support all the network, but she said she was really fond of what we were doing here on our show. So it's cool to see people tapping in, showing up, and saying, what up, though?
Yep. And for those of you who are asking, for now, I'm going to be a fill-in. So you might see me on whatever show. And
if I see him in the building, I'm just, hey, let's go live after your show.
I'm not always here, but I'm always here. The specter of me is always hovering over. It's kind of like how the specter of Neil is always like hovering over too. Yeah. I feel like I might have that same effect. Probably not to the degree.
Sean Hart, I am staying in house, brother. I am staying in house. And Xavier D says, WUW created, and that's thank you to my brothers here. Xavier, I will always say that, man. Xavier D also says, WUW created a family that's not going anywhere.
I was about to say, if you're not going to miss Kool-Aid too much, you can see him in 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Shout out Ricky, dog. Yeah. Let's get this chest pass going. Yeah, I live that spinny life now, man. Double show duty. Shout out to Spin Dog, who's been doing this for, it's going on 4.5 years, bro.
Yeah, 4 years.
That's what's up.
It's been a minute, dog. This is crazy. Man, we got intern Alina's in the building. Intern Noah's here in the room. We're going to break this thing down. What up, though, Willie B? It's been awesome having you part of the WUW Crew extended family. I mean, there's been others like Summer, Cody Davis, High Def Steph. Hey, we had Uncle Leland Stein in the building. Rod Beard, the Doc, John Macaroon. We've had a lot of people.
Shout out to Wendell Brown as well.
Wendell Brown. That was an awesome guy.
I ran into him one day when I was out and about, and just this like big hulking dude who's lived an incredible life. And he was so nice to me again, and so thankful that we even had him on our show. And it's like, dude, you're the man, of course. But yeah, couldn't have been more nice.
Shout out to him.
Trying to kill somebody. You remember that?
I do. Warren Sapp, maybe a little bit of a different story, but you give him. But like, I'm sure I wasn't there, so I didn't get to actually. I'm sure in person he was a specimen.
Shout out to the heavyweights, dog. Y'all got some legendary moments in the span of 3-4 years, dog. Shout out to you guys. Man, dog, you know what? Let's get this thing going. Willie B, what up, though, bro?
Man, this is the best 6-7 months I had, man. Being broadcast freelance for almost 20 years. You've been in media for a minute. Yeah, almost 20 years freelance, and this is like my first 2 networks that not real, solidified networks to be in. And I appreciate for you, Brandon, aka Kool-Aid, for giving me opportunity that I always want to be in part of sports media for a long time. And this is like, you gave me a breakaway. And you get a kid out of Dexter Juro out of the west side of Detroit a chance to do what he loves.
My dad from west side Detroit.
Oh yeah, man, represent. And I thank you for that. And I'm showing you my appreciation that you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do this, but your good kind of heart spirit did it. And I am forever grateful for you to let me in. And I appreciate all you guys around this Woodward Sports era, because I never thought it would be Darren McCarty. I ain't know that was him watching TV, or see Terry Foster hearing some old stories, and Sean Bleach, and you got Stig come in, show up and Flannel, man, you fun as hell. You match my energy, dude, with the crash out. We was like crash out bros, man. We was like, dude, we just like Joker and the Joker, I forgot what it is. Whatever supervillain, Joker and Thanos link up, man, of the crash out.
There you go. I was about to say, which one of y'all Harleen? Huh?
Like, pause on that one.
And oddly enough, if you want to get really random, the sources of our biggest arguments were Tyrese Halliburton and Bobby Higginson.
Yeah.
Right, like
or the Chuck Daly debate.
My gosh, Bobby Higginson.
So
I love Chuck Daly.
Hey, let me say something real quick. Shout out to the WUW Crew. Shout out to these guys. Flannel and Kool-Aid, they're my brothers. I love these guys forever. Kool-Aid is the nicest, most genuine dude I've ever met in my entire life. You know, he'd just go to war with you. And same with this guy, dude. I have more respect for Flannel as a broadcaster than anybody I've ever met in my entire life, because he stands on fucking business, dude.
Yeah.
This man was 5 feet away from Darren McCarty and said, "Those cups aren't yours," dude. I was like, what the? This is like 2 weeks into him working here.
What?
Stands on business. Everything that he says, he believes, and the vast majority of them are backed in provable analytic fact. So, Flannel's my brother, Kool-Aid's my brother. I love you guys, dude.
That's what's up.
Boy, if we could tell them the behind the scenes, Finn.
Behind the scenes Woodward greater than actual content Woodward.
All right. Man. Shout out to this elite booth. Today, filling in for KG, our brother KG, and we missed KG, we missed you, Justin. I'm glad we got to say goodbye. You know, they got to say their goodbyes to the show yesterday, but Ricky, who's been doing a hell of a job here, bro.
I appreciate it.
This is a personality's business, but even more so behind the scenes, you know, it's like the brotherhood, and now we got the sisterhood in here too. So you already know you fit in, bro. Hey, what up, Dory?
I appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be here on your last show. I had no idea this was the last show until I walked in, and Flannel was half crash out as soon as I walked in. I was like, yo, what's going on?
No, Ricky, again, I wasn't mad about, like, I'm totally cool. Like, I'm at peace with everything. I'm fine. I'm happy.
Yeah,
my thing were the live read situation where, like, all of ours were gone. And today I just didn't. We ad-libbed a lot today. I didn't feel like going through the trouble of like searching and making copies and whatnot. It's like, bro, give me my pre-show zen, and I got it.
It's all good.
What was
Sorry, Ricky, for the bad morning first impression.
You good?
What was first MVP of the TV booth? That's JB Smooth.
Yoda.
What up,
man? Today is bittersweet, you guys. I know you guys will still be around the building. It just sucks that this is the last one. We had some amazing guests stop by the studio, especially in the morning as well too. Special K, Greg Hilser. Man. Yeah. And just like a ton of other amazing guests as well too, and people that you've introduced me to as well, Kool-Aid. So I appreciate everything that you have done for me as well. Flannel, once again, you taught me, otherwise I wouldn't be in this chair right now that I'm in, and I can't let you go without playing a hit. So some Flannel hits for everybody.
You came through.
I mean, it's like porn to me. He is my Moneyball dream. He is the man that I have erotic dreams of. He is my Moneyball dream. He is the man that I have erotic dreams of.
It's my love going bang, bang, bang. It's my love going bang, bang, bang.
Just had to, man.
That's
so
great.
thank you. You guys.
All right.
I'm gonna miss you guys, man.
Thank you, JB.
Hey, that's so appropriate because Veteran Squad, Veteran Network, that is Flannel Sam, all sports lover and all sports knower. There's a reason for that. Bro, Spinny said it. It's in all of the notes. I came, I remember, I was like, all right, let me get his reads one day. You were here. This was before I was ever hosting. And I was like, whoa, these are notes. I was like, where are your reads? Oh, I already such and such. I was like, Flannel, what the frick, bro? It's a book. You talking about this guy putting in the level of just the time to study, man, the time to be prepared, the time to have everything right, the time to research, and not just our stuff, but historically. You know the context of how it fits into that, just the NFL or the NBA, but how even something in the NBA fits into the grand scheme of the freaking sports world. It's amazing what you do. And I definitely want to be able to give you your kudos, give you your flowers. And Spinny, man, it was great words about Flannel, straight up.
And here's the thing. So obviously I'm not dying. None of us are. So everything's fine. You will see me on these airwaves very soon. Hell, if somebody gets sick on Monday, they might call me back Monday. Maybe not. We'll see. But
D-Mac's going all next week. Neil's going all the week after that.
Hey,
so you might be seeing me pretty soon.
Shout out Ryan Lentz, too, in the chat.
Shout out Ryan Lentz. Maybe not. We'll see. But one thing that I can give as my send-off, it's not really a send-off. I am 100% fine and at peace with everything. The greatest gift that I was given by getting a chance to do this was I got to enjoy what I loved about it and what made this my favorite job I ever had overall. But I also got to see the things, and I'm not talking about the business end, but even some of the things with doing this that I didn't like. That was a bit of a grind. And if I hadn't got this opportunity, I would never know. I would never know that it wasn't always perfect. There was a lot of hard work and there were a lot of bad days as well. So that feeling gives me more peace than anything. The clarity and the opportunity that I had. Thank you all. This is, and one last time, do not weep for me, for I'm good.
Man, I'm just looking at all the love in the chat.
Dude, you got my picture too, JB.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
My selfie I took when I was 19. That was social anxiety. Couldn't get a woman to look at me days too.
Now you're swimming in it.
Don't get comfortable. Come here.
With my wife.
Look, it's your boy Brandon, aka Detroit Kool-Aid, your credential Pistons reporter and writer for the network. This has been an awesome and amazing opportunity and experience. And it's like you can never get lost in the shuffle. You can never lose sight of what is. Hey, come up here, T-Foss. Because you started actually on this thing with us. Coaching us up early in the beginning, man. Shout out to T-Foss. But chat family, as always, you guys are the most important part of this thing. Go ahead and smash that like button. And T-Foss, it's the last show of WUW Crew. So I wanted to make sure, hey, say what up though to the people. Because you started on this. You coached us from behind the scenes. Man, say bye to at least as it relates to Wake Up Woodward, because they're going to see you in about an hour.
Okay, yes. I have a new gig here. I'm going to be on Monday and Friday with Neil Rule on, what's the name of the show?
Big D Energy. Big D Energy.
And I do not say what up's dough.
Whoa.
What up, dough?
What do you say?
I've never said, I just said what up.
What up?
I've never said it, and I'm not going to start now.
That's a T-Foss thing. So say what up.
What's up?
We used to do. That's the show. Wake Up Woodward. Be blessed, you guys. Thank you all for all the support. Tap in. Continue to support Woodward Sports, man. Let's go.